How we doing, everybody, man? We got a special show today, man. Special guest on the way in the background, Shaine Goines. Know what I mean? Special guy out of Mount Paran, man. We gonna hop right into it and bring the young man on. But before we do that, if you got your phone, if you got your laptop, if you're on your iPad, even hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and definitely leave us a comment and let us know how we're doing, man. So with that being said, we're gonna bring on the young man, the star, and the man of the hour from Kennesaw Mountain or Kennesaw, Shaine Goines. How you doing today, brother?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, man. Good to see you, man. Boy, got the fro, you know what I'm saying? The curls is popping. I see you, man. Curls for the girls. I see you, brother. You know what I mean? So just walk me through, man. How'd your day go today, man?
It's good. Had a good day at school. Good practice, and just preparing for tomorrow, whether that's homework or studying. So that's how my day went.
Nah, 100%, man. What's going on, brother Najee? You know what I'm saying? My co-host to the right, man. How you doing, sir?
Doing good, man. What's going on, Shane? Appreciate you coming on, bro.
So thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Bacon. You can lead it. It's your show.
All right, that's a bad man. So I was thinking the brother was out on winter break. I forgot the brother was in private school, man. So he been going and getting in this lesson, brother. So you say you've been practicing, you know what I mean, getting ready for if I have to go on the road. Just kind of walk me through how practice went today, man, with Coach Pearson. Coach Pearson.
Um, yeah. So started off getting ready, stretched. Um, did our drills. Started with defense. Once we finished with that segment, we did kind of a competing drill. Um, and from there, it was kind of competing, free throws, and we ended off pretty good.
Appreciate that insight, brother. And for those who don't know, who's been living under a rock, who don't know who Shaine Goines is, man. So explain yourself, man. Just what's your game like, you know what I mean? A little bit about yourself.
Um, my game, I say like I'm a three-level scorer. I also try to get my teammates involved too. So I don't want to feel like I'm just a scorer. I want to let my teammates know that if they're open, I'll give them the ball. Um, Defensively, getting better on that. Starting to take pride on trying to guard the other team's best player. So that's always fun to take that challenge. Um, so yeah.
I'm saying, like you said, known for scoring, taking pride on the defensive end is what you're saying, what you're focusing on. I think you've been doing well. You know what I mean? Leading the team in steals overall, leading the team in steals per game. Just kind of walk us through that evolution of your game.
Yeah, so freshman year wasn't the best defensively. I'm still not now, but I think I've improved physically too. So um just that, and I think it was a want to as well. So just kind of maturing that aspect and just focusing more on trying to stop their best player.
I'm saying, what is it as a basketball player? What is that necessarily? Switch is that flip for you, knowing that you can not only score 20 points on any given night, but also shut down the opposing player or limit him to, you know what I'm saying, less than his average.
It feels good because I just know that I'm just not like one dimensional. Like I can like play on both sides of the ball, so it just makes me feel better.
100%. Okay, we're looking at the highlights here, man. Do you remember these? Can you like vividly? Can you walk us through these?
Yeah, I think this is Kingsridge.
Might be.
Yes, sir. It's Kingsridge. Yep, just trying to find my teammates. Keep energy high. So um, yeah, that was a fun game.
I wanna, you know what I'm saying, call that out, man. It's not easy to, you know what I mean, to catch and shoot and fade, you know what I mean? Fade, I think it was fade to your left. So just kind of, you know, what I mean, how did you get to that point where you were able to just catch and shoot so confidently, even fade too?
Just working on it, just putting myself in different scenarios when
Hmm.
I'm shooting. So even like I practice kind of those hard shots. So whenever I get in the game, I kind of like seen this situation before. So just at that point, is trying to focus on making the shot at that point.
All right. So now 6'2", now 6'4", man. I know the people wanna. Damn, it's coming up behind you. They wanna be like, man, I want to be the next Shaine Goines, right? You know what I'm saying? A lot of kids look up to you, believe it or not, but just walk them through your process of how they can, you know what I mean, become great one day, just like yourself. Or
Um, yeah, just stay in the gym. Take time to work on your game, especially like your weaknesses, because that's a big part, and it'll help you get better. Also, like I feel like for me, playing against others help too, because it gives you a game-like feel and what like real defenders would do. So um, just don't work on just like cone work. Try and include other defenders as well.
100%. So so you talk about playing against other people. Are you playing against other people in your neighborhood or just to your teammates? Where do you kind of find time to play against others?
Um, I play against my teammates sometimes. It might be before or after practice, but if it's not that, I try and go to like a gym or something and find somebody if they can, so that's the two scenarios that I normally try and use.
Yeah, no, I agree. When you go into the different gym, do you find yourself kind of playing down or playing at a little slower pace? I know you probably don't play the same level of competition at just regular gyms.
Sometimes it depends. For the most part, I try and play as hard as I normally would in a game because it would translate over. But I'm
Mhm.
not going to say I do that all the time. So, yeah.
Nah, for sure. When do you rest, man? Do you find time off, or do you always gas to the pedal?
It's kind of hard because the season's kind of back to back. But I try to find time on the weekends. But even sometimes on the weekends, I try to get like extra shots up just because, like, I know during the week we might have a game, so I want to be prepared for that. So, um, it's kind of hard to find time to rest, but I do occasionally rest.
I like that. Got to work for your dreams, man. So we'll switch gears, man. We're gonna switch to the season here a little bit, man. Region. I think y'all are in region. Well, I know y'all are in region playoff mode. Shortly switching to the state playoff mode. You know what I mean? So 2-2 or yeah, 2-2 in your last four. You know what I'm saying? 12-point loss to Mount Vernon, man. How you kind of rallying your teammates to like stay locked in, guys? We know we just lost our game, but it's still a lot to play for. How you keeping them locked in?
Just learning from last game. Just playing a complete game of 32 minutes. So I feel like if we can play a full game and play hard and play fast, I feel like we could go pretty far with this team.
100%. Last question I'll throw it to Naj. Is there anything that you're kind of changing going into the playoffs or region play, or are you keeping things the same?
I want to say changing. I just say sharpening.
Mm,
Um it just want to sharpen the little things. Just um like I said earlier, just for me sometimes I find myself kind of getting relaxed.
mhm.
So just having to stay focused and play hard the whole game. So just tweaking that a little bit, not really changing much.
100%.
And then Shannon, actually, what has it been like kind of just playing off of JT Scott? I mean, two really good players in that backcourt for you guys from Mount Paran. Obviously, you know how talented both of you guys are, but what is it like just having another player like, hey, if they're trying to double or trap me, I can get him the ball. He go get a bucket too.
It's great just knowing that it's another. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Um, that I have another teammate that can score the ball. Um,
Can you hear him, Bacon? I couldn't hear him.
I think we kind of might be muffled.
Okay, try
Are you
now.
good now?
Yes,
Okay, I'm sorry.
yes,
But yeah, just knowing that I can always find him, and he'll make the right decision. It's always nice to know that he'll come through.
for sure. Now, I talked to some of your coaches. I know Coach Wallace is obviously a new stop at North Cobb Christian, but I talked to him and Coach Fierce, and they always said like this year would be a new role for you, right? You would obviously we know you're the top player, but getting guys around you better, right? Making sure they get their touches too, and just kind of doing what the team needs, or you know what I'm saying, finding the right play. How have you went about that in order to kind of improve that part of your game too, when you know a lot of the attention and focus is going to be on you?
Yeah, just making sure that I don't hold on. Just making sure that I can do a good job of just keeping them in the game, because I know they're a big part of helping us win. So yeah, I just want to keep them involved.
Okay, let me ask this in probably a better way. How do you decide when to score and probably when to pass or get the ball to your teammates? Like how do you decide that?
Um, Normally whenever I see two at me, I know somebody else is open. So um, once I see two, I start looking, and normally they'll flash and try to come get the ball, and just opens up scoring opportunities for us and the team.
Got you. How have you challenged yourself? You talked about a little bit earlier with Bacon, just getting better defense. But how have you challenged yourself on that end to get better defensively? Is it more of an effort thing? Is it going up against better guys when you doing open runs? Like how have you been challenging yourself on that side of the ball?
Just like guarding other people. Um, like not even during the games. I feel like that's helped me. Um, and like I said earlier, it's kind of like a 1-2 thing. I've kind of just focused on it more. Um, but yeah, physically, I think getting stronger and faster helped too.
Mm.
So this those aspects I feel like helped me like guard the other team like better than I would last year.
For sure. All right, now I want to ask you about this. Pull up a couple, obviously, some of your accolades that are very impressive, Shane. Right. So I want to ask you. I think an underrated part of the game when I was watching your film is your rebounding. A lot of people don't know that about you, but averaging 5.3, rebounds a game as a guard. How have you just been continuing to attack obviously that part of your game and just being, like I said, one of those bigger guards, but continuing to rebound the basketball both offensively and defensively?
Um, just boxing out, just trying to high point the ball, trying to get in there whenever I can to help our big man Asher. Well, it's not really our big man, but treat him as one. Just trying to help him as much as I can, because down the stretch I know it can be hard. So just trying to do everything I can do to help the team.
Certainly. And then Shane, you hit a big milestone. I definitely want to talk about it and ask you about it. But you hit a big career milestone, 1,000 points. I mean, you're only hold on, pull this up. You're only a sophomore. I mean, to accomplish this feat, some people have to wait all the way to the senior year. Some people never accomplish this in their career. So, what did that mean to you to just accomplish such a big accomplishment so early in your high school career?
It felt great. I'm excited. I'm glad my teammates helped me reach this goal, and my coaches. They all put me in a good position to even achieve this goal. So just thankful to have them.
Certainly. Well, I know you say you never get a rest, Shane. I mean, you're always working, you're always grinding. So I want to ask. I know it's still a season to focus on right now, but when you look at like AAU and just obviously that circuit, how do you feel like that's helped your game as well? I feel like that's when I got a chance to know you a little bit and see some of your game. But how has that maybe element continue to help you proliferate and get better and better?
I feel like every game being like a competitive one and a pretty hard one, I feel like it's helped me get through the season. Just knowing like what to expect from other teams. It was fast paced too and physical, so I feel like that kind of prepared me for the school ball season too. So just those two things I feel like really helped prepare me for this upcoming season.
Now, let me ask you about that a little bit, Shane. When you have a physical person that's guarding you, right? Some people shy away. I feel like you go against the grain, right? You play against somebody that's physical. How do you best prepare for somebody that's trying to kind of body you up and try to like almost overpower you in a sense?
I kind of try and use it against them sometimes. So if they
Mm.
want to play aggressively, um, just little jabs to see how they react. If they jump, uh, then I know how to play from there. But um, I also want to just be physical too. On the offensive side of the ball, try and create space as much as I can without committing a foul. So that's how I'd answer that question.
Got you. Now, what if the guy like you going? So we talk about physical. What if the guy's a pest? Like he just like an irritating. You're like, dude, get off me. Like, he's just stop. Like, how do you deal with somebody that's just literally irritating?
Um, Honestly, I try and use screens sometimes too, just to kind of create some type of space. And if they are kind of handsy, kind of like uh, return the favor in a sense. Um, but yeah, I feel like a screen or like an off-ball screen would help me get open.
Got you. Now I know you guys recently when I asked you about the region tournament, you guys recently just had that. How did that go for your program? And like Bacon said, 2-2 in the last four. But how did the region tournament go? What are some things that you like and things that you feel like you guys need to do in order to compete and go far? Obviously, like you did, obviously like you guys did last year in the tournament.
I feel like it's going good. Um, a few things that I would say we should focus on is defense and getting up the court faster because I feel like we can get a lot more easier points in transition. And defensively, I think we can do a better job than we're doing right now. So I feel like that'll help us get a deeper run in the playoffs this year.
Got you. Are you a guard that you like to push the tempo yourself and like create on your own? Tell me about
Yes,
that.
sir.
Solid. Okay.
So yeah, I like pushing the tempo, but I don't like to get like too hectic or
Out of
too
control.
fast. Yeah, out of control. So I like to keep like a good pace, if that makes sense.
100%. Okay, now I get a part of your game I want to talk about. We captured it, but your poster dunk, right? You have unreal athleticism. So, like, tell me, I'm gonna try to pull this up, Bacon, real quick. But where does that come from?
Just being in the weight room, working on my legs, it's squats, calf raises, all of that. So I just think that's um, helped me improve my vertical this season, and I feel like it's helped me get those type of plays.
Definitely.
Obviously, Shaine coming down with obviously the big poster during the summer. So I'm gonna throw it to Bacon here after this question. But Shaine, one more I want to ask for I throw it to Bacon. What would you tell kids in terms of advice? A lot of people be skipping leg day, Shaine. So tell them why it's important not to skip leg day.
It might be hard, but the goal is definitely worth it. So just keep pushing, even if you don't feel like it, and you'll be happy with the results.
Now I seen you was talking, you know what I mean, after that dunk, man. Are you a natural trash talker on the floor or do you let it come to you?
Just let it come to me. I'm not big on trash talking. I just like to keep it calm and not say too much.
What if
No,
you hit
you're
three in a
not no
row?
trash talker.
I don't really say much after anything. Yeah, if I do, I just react. I don't know.
100%, 100%, man.
You don't know what he said, Bacon? All he said is, "Oh my God." That's all he said. That's it. He don't trash talk. That's all he said.
That's all he needed to say, really. Nah, but Sha, I want to ask you, man. Like what's NBA superstar, upcoming college player are you kind of watching to kind of take little bits and pieces from to add to your game right now?
I like the pace that Shea plays with. And I like how he gets to the spots and creates space like before the shot. I like to watch him and like defensively too. Like
Mm.
he's like active with his hands. So I feel like watching him is someone good to look at.
Now, what are the advantages? Like, you know, when you control your own pace, you get to stop, you get to speed up. What advantages do you think that gives you on the court?
Um, I think it gives me advantage of being like unpredictable. Like you don't know if I'm gonna be fast or slow. So I think being able to control like the pace is good to um not be readable.
Not be readable. I think that's a great answer. Switching back to Mount Perrin, man. You got the Mount Perrin, let's say Nike Tech. I'm saying, what does it mean to you to be a student athlete at Mount Perrin?
It means a lot. I've had a great 2 years here, and I'm enjoying it. This is like a family, so everybody, I love everybody there, the coaches, everything. So it's been fun.
What's your favorite thing about being a Mount Perrin Eagle? I believe I'm saying the
Yeah.
right mascot. What's the most important thing?
Um, I like how it pushes me academically. Even though it might be tough, like during the season, managing both. I like how it's preparing me for like what's in the real world and
Mm.
being educated enough to handle whatever is going on.
What subjects or what subjects are you kind of gravitating toward? Like, yeah, I may lean toward this road in college as a major.
Um, to be honest, I haven't really thought about that much yet. Um, but one of my more like subjects is probably math right now.
Mm.
So yeah.
Numbers, man. So, yeah, coach, I scored 16 last week, 19 the night before. Roughly mathematically, that's about 17.8 points a game, coach. Nah, I like that. All right, so we talked about, what your favorite subjects are. Let's see. Let's switch back to the court. Let's switch back to basketball. I know y'all wear a lot of Nike. You play for Jet Academy. I'm saying, what's some go-to shoes, go-to apparel that you rocking on the court?
Um, either Kobe Sixes or Devin Booker's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm saying, we're older gentlemen. We know Kobe. We're not too familiar with Kobe with the Devin Bookers. So why the Devin Bookers?
They're actually really comfortable. The traction is good, and they're low to the ground, so I can like kind of cut how I want to. So I like them. Then that's why I wear them.
Now I'm assuming they're low tops. You know what I mean? So how's the ankle stability, and do you get tape pregame?
No, the stability is good. I haven't really had a problem with them before. I think they have good containment, but I normally don't do anything like to put on my ankles because I've never really had ankle problems, but um, hopefully I don't have any in the future. So yeah.
All right. I just brought up Jet Academy. Now let's talk to you about the AAU season. Which season do you which season do you like the best? School season or the EYBL season?
Ah, that's tough. Uh, I like both. I'd have to say probably AAU season. Uh, yeah, I'll probably say AAU season.
Is it because you playing in front of more college coaches, or is it just the high pressure stakes a little more, or just what is it? What does it for you?
Um, yeah, I think being in front of coaches
Mm.
is definitely something I look forward to. I like that aspect a lot. So that's one of the reasons why I kind of like AAU more. But I like both.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. So we love covering school basketball as well. But your AAU teammate Brilliant Craft, man, just what's the on court connection like with y'all kind of going back and forth or whatever?
We've been playing together for a while now, so we kind of built like a good connection. He's a great player. He'll get you involved too, but he can also get his. So
Yeah,
it's always great playing with him.
I'm saying what is the most dynamic thing about his game, number one, and what's the most dynamic thing about y'all games together when y'all are playing side by side?
Um, I I feel like it's the ability to like do both things, like scoring and passing.
Mm.
Uh, but like playing together is super fun. Like I can feel it during the games. It's just like one possession it might be him, one possession it might be me. So it's always good to be on the floor with him.
100%. Now I gotta ask you, this may be a funny question. You know what I mean? When you seen Coach Kenny Smith, hey, we all seen the TNT Shaq Charles in the game get on about his knees. When you see that in person, what was your reaction?
Wait, sorry. What was the question? My internet was kind of cutting out.
Nah, all good, family. So Coach Kenny Smith, you know what I mean? Shaq Charles, Kenny, Shaq Charles, and Ernie, all they get on about his knees rubbing. You know what I mean? When you run to the board, what was your initial thoughts when you first seen it?
I
I don't want to get you in
that.
trouble, fam, so you can feel free to pass it along.
To be honest, I didn't even really know that. I just found out.
100%. I had to ask you, brother. You know what I mean? The next time the guys is on TV, you gotta definitely check it out, brother. But
All right.
what's the most impressionable thing about Coach Kenny on your game? You know, he's a point guard, he's a shooter as well. He does things at a high level. So what's the most impressionable thing from him?
Just learning from him, because he played that point guard role. Just him explaining the game is very helpful. He shows you reads that you need to look for. So it's always good to learn from him.
100%. And
here's a picture real quick just to help you out.
Okay.
You might need a visual. That's what his knees are like more like, you don't have to comment, Shaine, if you're going to, but his knees are more bent in. I just wanted to give you a visual. That's what he meant. Tom is better with a visual.
100%, man. Hey, Coach Kenny, if you see this, man, we love what y'all do on now ESPN from the TNT. And we want to get y'all back on the big screen, man. So for whatever that's worth, man. But back to you, Shaine. Let's see here, man. Back to school ball, man. You know, it's a lot of people, during the off season that may be coming to get Shaine Goines. You know what I mean? Hey, you know, come up the road, come here, you know what I mean? Come play EYBL Scholastic. What's your thoughts on that? And just what's your thoughts on overall just loyalty to the Mount Paran school?
Yeah, love being at Mount Paran. Love everything that they're doing. And I enjoy being there. So I don't know like what the future holds, but yeah, I love being there.
Absolutely, man. Let's see. Another thing about the playoff push, man. You also lead your team in free throw percentage. I believe 86% from the field. From the free throw line, man. So just talk about that, man, and how you are. So what goes into your preparation of being so consistent at the charity stripe?
Just while working out, shooting free throws while I'm tired. I feel like that helps a lot because it takes more focus when you're tired. So just working on it, trying to make free throws harder by saying it doesn't count unless it's all net. So I feel like all of that helps me in the games to knock them down when they're needed.
100%. Now I gotta ask you about Coach Chuck, man. Coach Chuck Fearson, man. You know, great head coach, very influential on us as well as yourself. Just what's been the biggest lessons that you taken from Coach?
Probably stay consistent and like no matter what is going on like outside of the court, forget about it while you're on the court and give it like your full effort and the rest will take care.
100%. Last thing for me, man. When there was a moment, when you had faced adversity or when you're going through, some low moments, how did you lock in and respond to become the better version of yourself?
Just ask God to help me, and just stay grounded and know that like with God I can push through it, and normally I'm able to get through it. So yeah, that's my standpoint on that.
Amen.
My question to you, just to expound on that point more, how do you just stay humble, Shaine, with all the success? Obviously, all the, more people wanting you. Obviously, more posts on Instagram. How do you just stay humble and everything?
Just I just give all the glory to God. I don't want to get too cocky or anything because that's just not my character. So yeah, just I never want to be too cocky because things normally don't go the best. So just stay level and stay grounded.
Period. What's been the craziest game you've had on the court? You can go back to youth ball. Give me one of your craziest like games, stat lines, whatever. Give me one of your craziest games.
Um, Craziest game. Uh, I think it was in the. I forgot the team name. It was in the beginning of the season. Started off hot. Um, Stayed hot pretty much the whole game, and then hit a game winner. So I was glad to hit the game winner to win the game. So
Yeah.
I feel like that was one of the better games this season, and like in my career too. So
Was that your first game winner?
no, I think it was my third. I had one previously in the AU season. So
Okay. All right. I gotta say game win. What about that moment, Shane, makes that so special for you, right? You hitting a game winner, you being the guy that night or whatever it may be, just that moment, what does that mean to you?
it feels great just knowing that like you well not just you have the team win because like other players help too, but just knowing that like you put the game away is it's just a great feeling.
For sure. Now I know you're just sophomore, still very young. What's just your thoughts? If you're able to watch any of it, just your thoughts on college ball. Obviously, the lure this year, you're saying like one of the best freshman classes. If you've been able to watch any games, just what's your thoughts on just college basketball and just how electrifying, exhilarating the games are?
Yeah, when I watch, it's super fast paced and very physical, so I pick up on it. So, knowing that, I try and like get stronger so I can be prepared. Hopefully one day, so I can play on that level too.
100%. Who's been maybe your best mentor, instructor, trainer during this process as you continue to grow and mature and develop your game?
Uh, my dad, he kind of prepares me for everything. He puts me in situations that he thinks I'll see in the future. So definitely say him.
All right, Pop. Who winning the 1-on-ones, man? You beating Pops yet, or Pop still got it?
I think I'd be dad because he's getting a little bit older, so he can't really keep up. So I'll probably say I got him.
All right, beating Pops. All right, I like that. Okay, give me without revealing too much. Give me your favorite move on the basketball court. What's one of your favorite go-to moves you like to put on somebody?
Um, Probably a heavy pull if I'm being
Mm.
honest, because
Ooh, okay.
you have like two options, so you can always pick one, and most of the time it goes well.
Hezzy pull. Okay. Last couple was what's been your craziest poster? We caught one of them, but I know you got a bunch in your career. What's been one of your craziest posters?
Um, I'd probably say one recently in Savannah, Georgia. It wasn't too crazy, but it was one of the ones I liked more.
How come?
More power. I
Mm.
some of the ones I have they're kind of weak, so I wanted to make sure I had power on the next one, and I finally got it. So I was glad.
All right, 100%. Okay, tell me about this from a scoring perspective. Do you know like when it's going to be your night? Like when is a moment for you? Let's say like okay, you've hit like 10 in a row. You know what I'm saying? If you hit 5 or 6 in a row, just points. When do you kind of know like okay, hey, this is going to be a good night? Or, hey, I'm kind of in a groove. Like, what is that realization moment for you as a scorer?
To be honest, I never really know. But like you said, if I hit a few, and I keep hitting a few, I'll start to like get a feel for the game, and I just take over from there. So I never really know in general, but the nights that I do have good nights, I'm glad to have them.
Now, Bacon mentioned about your high free throw percentage. Let's say it's a night, Shane. Hey, the shot just not falling. Like you did everything you could do. You involving your teammate, shot not falling. Like, what do you do to get going? Is that a defensive play? Is it a steal? Is it a layup? Is it getting to the free throw line? Like, how do you get yourself going if you're not making shots?
Um, sometimes it might start defensively. Sometimes I try and get to the free throw line, see it go through a couple times, see if I can get a good look at the basket to see if I can get something else going. So, um, those two ways I kind of try and use the most. And they've been effective so far. So I'll try and keep doing it as I continue.
For sure. I don't know if I asked you, but roughly, like, how's your practice regimen just usually outside of obviously Mount Perry, and how many shots do you typically get up? You know, what I'm saying a day or weekend. Like, how many shots are you trying to get up and see go through the rim?
Normally I try to get up. Sometimes it depends. Maybe 300 to 500. Just to get a good feel, make sure everything feels right. Sometimes I shoot until like I'm tired. So um, just shoot to keep everything straight, mechanical wise, and keep everything sharp.
Period. Who has been one of the toughest matchups or toughest players you went up against, whether EYBL, Scholastic, or obviously playing school ball? Who's been one of your toughest matchups you ever went against?
Um, Probably. Ooh. Um, Probably Team Durant from this summer. That was a good game. Yeah, we won in overtime, I think. Yeah.
Mm.
What made that game tough? Obviously, went down to the wire, OT win. Like, what made that game different? I guess compared to other ones you played.
They're good defensively and they were physical too and they were big. So um he had to find other ways to score. So I definitely think that made it more challenging because they have more size than us. But we pulled the win out in the end, so I was glad.
Okay, one like deep question. When
Mm.
you're attacking a team with size, how do you go about that? Is that like, hey, I need to go to the paint and try to get a poster on them? Is it like, let me be selective and get to my spots, like the mid range? How do you attack somebody or a team with size?
Um, Try to get some on floaters in my mid range if they're open. If not, and I can get into the paint, try and get them in the air and jump into them and get them in foul trouble. So later in the game, we can just keep attacking them.
Period. Okay, my last one for you, Shane. Where do you're still young, but where do you want your game to be, let's say by the end of summer, right? I know you still got obviously, this playoff tournament coming up, you have EYBL, but where do you ideally want your game to be when you hit that junior season next year?
Um, I want to be a lot stronger. I want to be able to win that physical battle. Because it's a big part of playing basketball, and I know I have to work on that part. Also, slowing the game down, making it easier to read things, um, and just make sure I can get my shot off too. So, um, I think that's where I want to be at the end of this year.
Gotcha. Megan, in turn of you, if you have any more questions.
Yeah, brother. I just ask you, just do you take the same pregame regimen to every game, or you kind of all over the place a little bit?
Um, I don't really have a pregame regimen, but I always try to stay like focused or locked in, try and tap into that mindset before games, just to make sure I'm ready. Um, but I don't really have a regimen though.
Okay, okay. Now, do you feel more comfortable listening to music, or are you type of guy that needs like a little bit of a long time?
Um, it depends. Sometimes I listen to music, sometimes I won't. Um, but It doesn't really matter to me. I just need to be ready to play and be locked in.
100%. Last question, man. We'll let you go, man. During school ball or during the AAU game, when you're struggling to get going, you know what I mean, and you want to talk to a coach like, hey, this, you know what I'm saying, just run this certain play, and this could be advice for any other young hoop that's watching this. How should they go about asking coach, hey, coach, let's run this? This kind of gets me going, man. So how do you walk us through how you handle that?
I'll probably just try to read the situation. Ask coach, do you think any plays could give me an open shot? And whatever he recommends, hopefully he can give me an open shot and get me going. So that's probably how I would go about it. Just asking him what he sees, and hopefully I can get a play called.
100%. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Shaine. Go ahead, brother.
All right. Well, Shaine, we appreciate you coming on. I got to give, I'm going to let Bacon see this out, but I got to give Mr. Goines a big shout out. You helped set this up. So shout out to Shaine Goines Pops. Appreciate you, man, for setting us up, bringing him on the show, man. A humble beast. And the next one up. So I want to give him a shout out. 2028 guard. Bacon, I'll throw it back to you to close this out.
100%. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Shaine Goines, man. 1,000-point scorer. The first young man to do it in Mount Paran history. The brother's going places, so definitely tap in. Where can they follow you at, my friend?
On Instagram, Shaine Got Game 2K28. I don't know my Twitter. I know my Instagram.
100%, man. You definitely got game, man. Any last words? Anybody you want to shout out, my friend?
Not really, but just thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. Y'all taking your time out of your day to interview me.
100%. Humble beast, man. Thanks again, brother. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Sir, Shaine Goines, man. Hold on. Let me find.
Yeah, sound effects.
Let him go, yeah. Man, our guy, man, Shaine Goines, man. Humble beast. I know, dude, man. Check him out during the playoff run. Mount Paran, man. Again, appreciate him and his pops for helping set that up. Coach Fearson, shout out to you, man. We're trying to grow this thing. We're still very young and obviously still very we're not the biggest brand, just yet. So appreciate you obviously setting this up for us, bringing these type of kids on, man. That's next up. And obviously he's going to be making some big headway, man. So we appreciate all that. But Bacon, just your initial thoughts, man.
Nah, man. Probably kind of what I expected. Not that made it come up in any bad way. Kind of what I expected as well locked in, well spoken, humble. You know what I mean? Cerebral in his approach, how he attacks the game. Like you said, likes to get to the Florida when things aren't going well. So kind of everything I expected. Try to get him. You know what I'm saying? Throw some little curveballs in there, man. See what we can get. But not great young man. You definitely tell us got a great support system for sure.
100%, man. Like I said, well on his way, man. Great support system. He'll be one to know in the state. Like I said, next up, man. Hey, Georgia, if you don't know, they produce them every year. Okay, they produce them every year. So you better go ahead and get your popcorn ready and get ready on that one. All right, man. Well, Bacon, I'll throw it back to you, brother, to finish out the rest of the show.
All right, brother. All right. So KJ Agnew of I can really say Pebblebrook High School. Langston Hughes High School, man, was honored as one of the region players. Well, made all team region 3 5A. Langston Hughes, man. Buzz got some special game. Had a chance to now see him play twice. You know what I mean? Kendrell, KJ, you know what I mean? Special. Just it's uber talented, but can do it all. You know what I mean? He can dribble, pull up. He can create for his teammates. He just got a great IQ for the game, man. So any coaches that's out there that's watching this now, watching this later, man, definitely check out the unsigned scene of KJ Agnew, man. You don't just have random players making first team all region. You know what I mean? So brother's 6'3", potentially 6'4", 6'5". You know what I'm saying? He's not done growing yet. You know what I mean? Scored 20 points against Newton. I saw 8 for 10. So efficient, not trying to hog the ball. Like I say, he can do it all. Just what would you say about the young man making first team all region, Naj?
Not surprised, man. Bacon, you've seen him up close in person a couple of times, so you can speak to it better than me, man. But from seeing this film, having him on the show, I think a kid that's special. May just have to go an unconventional route when it comes to college, but obviously if he's first team region in that competitive of a region on the South side, that goes to show you all you need to know about how good he is. But a player, create his own shot, unselfish, get to the rim, can shoot pretty decently well, can do a little bit of everything, man. So I'm happy for KJ. Definitely bright future ahead, man. Like I said, he just might have to do it unconventionally, but we've seen it with guys like Chris Youngblood, being at, I'm saying Kennesaw State, I think it was, and then going to, I think it was USF, and then coming up to Bama, and then, making a league. Like, everybody's story is different, everybody's journey is different. Sometimes that molds you into the person you are, and sometimes it ain't gonna be easy. So I just hope he goes to a good program. And remember, like I said, I tell all kids, even for football or even basketball, doesn't have to necessarily be that Georgia, that Alabama, that they only got a certain amount of spots, right? That's all good and dandy, but remember what the focus is at hand. You could still go somewhere, develop, and they will take you. Because remember, these guys are looking for portal guys every single year. They want guys that they could plug and play, not develop. So you can go somewhere and develop and then get plug and played there. Yes, the plug and play school might get most of the credit, but go ahead and get your development in. Then you can go off to the school you want to go to, then get your pay. Easy formula to me.
Nah, well said, man. I think Kennesaw State, West Georgia, man, you got to be getting at them. I know I've been talking to a couple coaches. I think Coach OJ talked about last week. Some coaches, they're trying to dip into that transfer portal instead of, tapping into the state. I feel like Georgia is the garden that keeps on giving bountiful fruits. So, you can save a couple of dollars, get off on the beaten path. I think it's a good path, and start scripting up some of these unsigned seniors, man. Because like I said, though it will be an adjustment, you bring in a couple, it's going to be good. I think KJ is definitely one of those young men who's efficient, very unselfish. But staying on, I see you, Mr. Teagle. You know what I mean? Breaking news, man. I didn't get to make it today, unfortunately. But big Noonan over Dutchtown, 64-62. That is impressive, man. That is very impressive, man. That's very impressive. That is news, man. I appreciate you enlightening us on that news, man. I know that it was a crazy celebration in the locker room. But staying on Noonan basketball, we're reacting. But what is this? It's a bad link.
Bad link?
Say it again.
Bad link, brother?
Yeah, that ain't it. It's all good though.
That was your link, pimp.
I don't know what's going on with that link. I'll click on it. I put that in there?
No, I put that in there. Life hack. What?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think I got added, bro. I think I got added. That was your Lakeland and Noonan highlights, brother.
Hey man, YouTube. I don't know what YouTube got going on, but
I was gonna let you break it down because you was
I go get it, bro.
Oh, I got you, bro. I got you.
I appreciate it. That's who's this?
I see this. It said life hack had to do with it.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch this, see how my face was.
Stop. I just built a budgeting app.
Okay. There we go.
All right. Brother, I have not watched this film back inside edited. But I can say, as you can see, man, yeah, it's like good call, brother. What I can say, electric environment. I've been in a lot of basketball environments. The North Gwinnett student section takes the cake, but I think overall atmosphere, man, there's no spectacle like Langston Hughes on this side of town, man. Where they packed it out on the senior night, it was electric. But there, man, I like the entry pass from Jalen Britt to Landon. I think, like I said, I spoke a couple weeks back. I think that's where Noonan has the advantage on a lot of teams is, you're able to dump down to Landon as he's got a good seal off for an easy layup or dunk.
Was that not a block? That's clean, brother.
Oh, these refs have been atrocious, man. These refs.
It's that bad twin.
They've been terrible, brother.
Oh my, because he blocking initially. Like, yeah, that's bad. Go ahead though.
That's a block by Zay right there. Zay Batilla, man. Plays.
Oh,
Say it again.
I thought he was at Florida State.
Hey, he didn't play at Noonan. I'm thinking I said, man, Zay right there.
Yeah, that sure do look like Zane.
Nah, that's him, gang.
Oh, I thought he'd be an early enrollee.
I did too. I wasn't expecting. I said, Coach, was he there last game? Number 13? He said, yeah. I said, damn. No, he wasn't there last game, Coach. But that's not Addison. That's number 2. Addison's number 1. Man, Addison had a great game. That's a great layup, man. Jackson Drag right there with a layup, probably one of the best layup packages on the team. Addison Dyer cooked that game. I like the way he just had a smooth game, man. Very smooth game. You'll see if you watch this film, he attacked the switches, attacked the big on an island very well. He's got a great cerebral mindset. Step back cash. We were just cooking from the jump, to be honest with everybody. Stop it right here. We'll go back to JB before he swung it to the top of the key. So as he comes up, like, man, you know what I'm saying? I like for JB. I know Jalen Britt is a football player, but you know what I mean? You can't tell me he's that much more quicker than you off the dribble. You know what I mean? You're a receiver. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You gotta attack that matchup instead of, you know what I'm saying, as a defender, and I'm sure you know this just as well. Now you were a hooper in your day too. You know what I'm saying? You get a guard, he look to the side, okay, he's gonna pass. You know, I'm relaxing a little bit. So as a point guard of the team, you gotta give me a little more, give him a little head shake or something. Just let him know, you know what I mean? This is fresh off the tip. You know what I mean? You gotta get him initiated into you early. Get him acclimated. I am a threat with the ball in my hands, and you don't want to be on your heels around me. Right here, he's not on his heels, but I just want a little more from JB. That's all I'm saying. Let me continue.
Oh, that's good. Hey, that's good analysis.
Yes, sir.
Good analysis.
Yes,
well,
sir.
no, this is why we're breaking it down.
That's why you tune into Just As a News podcast. Again here. Now I like to dump down, but you know, Xavier Tiller, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that no more. This is Xavier, bro. That's a football player.
Facts. That was in
the crowd deep though.
What'd you say?
Oh, I said the crowd deep.
Deep, man. Deep. So people like, man, we really don't want to go to Langston, you know what I mean, for different reasons. But I said, man, the gym, I see McIntyre has got a nice gym too, but you're not gonna get this same type of energy, man. Like this is old school energy. Like when you had a region championship, you want to hear that you want to be a buzz and a sense of aura in the building, and that's what it was from walking in till we got into to the game ended. It's a good finish. Gotta have that finish there, but you know. Maybe off the glass there, you know what I mean? When we was coming up, it was like off the glass. If you can't make the net, hit it off the glass. But just beat him off the dribble.
Oh,
great pass.
One foot finish though.
Yeah, probably. KJ probably could have laid that up, but nonetheless, as you see here, as I said, he's very unselfish in his approach. All right, gets to the cup. A little change of pace there. Gets the ball back.
Yeah, fellas.
As you hear me in the background, you know, I'd be a little animated with the camera in my hands. But one thing about Noonan, you know, they're talented offensively, but they're very gritty. And this was a game that when you watch it back, that you'll see. You know what I mean? A lot of 50-50 balls, especially on the road in Langston. You know what I mean? To dive on the floor and get gritty, that was a step. I ain't gonna say a step forward, just, you know what I mean, coming off a big loss at Dutchtown, they lost pretty bad. For them to come back and respond like this, to me, is not a surprise to see why they beat Dutchtown tonight. And we'll play Langston tomorrow, or probably Langston tomorrow for the championship.
So round 3 is what you're saying?
For round 3, man. It's crazy, man.
Oh, nice pass. Nah.
I like that, though.
He should have bounced past it.
You should have bounced past. Very true. That's a good point. Good point.
Oh, we got Dyer running the point here. Oh, good English.
Great lay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ooh, he traveled.
That's not travel. He it was a hand on the ball there. Switch. 30. This is nice by 35.
Hey, good boy. Looking
Nice.
very nimble.
Mm-hmm. To me, 10 may need a little more minutes, man. I like that. To me, he might be the defensive player of the year.
Crossover, spin. Okay, slow it down. That's a crazy shot, bro. That's crazy. You gotta respect it, but hey, he got some cojones.
He be hitting them crazy.
Crazy, bro.
Still.
I probably wouldn't have shot that, but I respect it. Ooh.
Nice heavy pull up.
Okay, well, heavy pull up. 2-on-1.
Hey.
Oof. I would like ball to me. Let's see if he works. Oh, that's ball.
That was ball?
I would like ball to me.
Gotta get the fans. All right. All right, ball screen. No, go back. I want to see that again.
Closer. Okay.
You gotta stop.
Great pass. Ooh. At the buzzer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Guys, hold on 1 second. We're gonna be back with more of the film breakdown. We got to thank our sponsor for the show, Empower for Life. Y'all give us 1 moment.
Good call, brother.
Yes, sir. Hold on. Oh, it is not in here. Where is it at?
That's right, because it's in the
It's under yours.
Yeah. Well, we can always do it on the fly, man. Just put us up there. We'll do it.
All right.
Add the link.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what I mean? We got to thank our sponsors for today, Empowered for Life. The link might not even be in here, brother, but we'll figure it out. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank our sponsors for the show, Empower for Life. You know what I mean? Thank you, brother. Hit that link below. If you are an athlete that is struggling to get college offers, man, hit that link below, man. I was just on a call, you know what I mean, this past weekend where they were able to chime in, talk to college coaches, so them to bring it all for a circle, man. If you're struggling to talk to college coaches, you got games, feel like you ain't being seen, hit the link below. It's that simple. You don't want to mess up. You don't want to get to May. You don't want to even get to March, April. You know what I mean? Like, man, ain't nobody looked out for me. When we tell you on this show, man, this is a pain point for you. You gotta take advantage of it and invest in yourself and hit that link below. So contact Empower E4L Empower for Life athletes and become empowered. And that's pretty much it. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let me see something here. Hold on 1 second. All right, send no more, family. Do your thing. All right, back to the film. Actually, I'm gonna take this down. I'm gonna go pull up on my end. So 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. All right. All right. I think we're around here. All right. Let's just go here. Again, Cole with another tough shot, man. Cole, let's just get that some appreciation, man. Because we talk about all the time how number 11, Eric Coleman, makes these tough jumpers, but we don't never really take time to appreciate it. So, all right. We're in a scram here. 50-50 ball. The ball you can kick around. Who else you know is going to pick up the ball, turn around, on dribble, water. In a high, crazed environment type of moment. Now, number 12 is no slouch neither. That's a D1 athlete. I think he's a freshman. He got bounce, great IQ, and he can shoot that bad boy. All right, Addison coming up the court. Calling for a screen here. All right, I like the action. Clearing up the right side, clearing up the wing. Hey, this takes advantage of this, not really size, but that's a good play. KJ right here with the right-handed lay. Little English off the backboard. All right, you know what I'm saying? Beats the freshman off the dribble. Finds Cole. I think Cole was struggling finding the jumper at the time. That's why he drove. But you know what I mean. I wish I could have been in tonight, man. But as a big man, we gotta have this. We gotta have this landing. We gotta have that landing. But nonetheless, I think that's a great finish. That's a great finish for about a young man right there who didn't have the best game, but you know what I mean, was able to finish, was able to contribute even though it wasn't his best game. I'll let the number 12 will see the bounce. A freshman should not be jumping like this. I'm sorry. But that's what separates the D2s, the NAIAs from the D1s. That makes going places. Raise the roof. You know it. Now we'll watch a couple more of the first half, and then we'll get into the nitty gritty and break down what I feel like was a difference maker in this Newton High versus Langston game. And what may be the difference maker tomorrow at 8:30. I will be in the building. You can count on that. Great pass here. I do like this from Jalen Britt. Sneaky pass, you know what I mean? This is what it's about for all my young cats watching this. And we're like, I mean, how can I be an effective point guard at the high school and the level and beyond? As you see, his eyes are on 35 and maybe the basket, which then again draws 35 in. You know what I mean? Credit to Addison Dyer for, you know what I mean, for seeing it. Point guard himself being 2 steps ahead and cutting that off. But, you know what I mean, Landon gets his hands on the ball. Small defender, reverse for the layup. That's basketball, ladies and gentlemen. Good shot there by KJ Agnew, man. The brother is special. How many times do I need to say it? One more play. We'll go to fourth quarter. All right. I like the way Jackson drag composes himself. You know what I mean? It's got a nice handle. Pulls up. Gets it blocked. Out in transition. That's why Ben, I think, should be, if they had a defensive region defensive player of the year, which I think they do, this is a case why he should have that accolade. All right. Fast break. I think Langston has the numbers 2-on-1. It's just a dump off pass. How did he change it? Just speed alone. That's why I feel like playing multiple sports comes to handy. Ben plays football, you know what I mean? Gets his hands on the ball, hurt wrist, and dislodges the ball. Now it's tough. Now they got to reset. And they don't get a shot off before the end of halftime. You know what I mean? So that's why I think Ben should be a region defensive player of the year. That's neither here nor there. But like I said, we'll move forward to the fourth quarter. All right, get that out of there. All right, where we at? We'll go here. Big shot. Who was that? That was too late in the game. All right, 51-55, fourth quarter, 1 minute, 1:46 to go. 4 fouls, so Noonan, 1 more foul there in the bonus. When you got, you know what I mean, AD making shots like that in the clutch, that's just big time. Cole coming down, tough layup. Gotta have that rebound there, but then that's a tough angle. But nonetheless, that's Cole's game. But do we go corner and find Jaylen Brown? I think so. Got numbers. That's the difference maker. Making the right passes in the right moments. Now, even if Jaylen Brown does miss that, it comes back in his this one. So it's like, got to hit him in the corner. Now, if he does miss it, we're not getting outnumbered on the opposite end of the court when it comes to that fast break that probably push it down 5 or 7 points. All right, Pat press break, not the best full court press. That was too easy. Really, 2 passes to an alley-oop dunk. I mean, at this point, it's pretty much over with. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'd like to see Jalen Britt take some more shots early on in the game. That might have been his 3rd or 4th shot attempt. But they won tonight, so like I said, I really can't evaluate. Only thing I can say is just turnovers and making the right passes. I think that's all I need to say there. Turnovers and making the right passes will be the difference maker tomorrow when we see Langston Hughes play Noonan, or Noonan play at Langston Hughes for the region championship. I digress. All right, let's move on to the next topic. I think we get into some college basketball. We are. All right. So I know we've all seen this one. Kansas State has been in the headlines for the wrong reasons. So head coach, let me get myself together. Head coach Jerome Tang out as Kansas State head coach. Sources told Pete Thamel, with the terms of his departure being worked out, there is nearly $19 million still remaining on his contract. I mean, they bought him out. You know what I mean? I think we've all seen the blunder of Kansas State. Let me check the IG comments. I see Coach White in the comments. Big Noonan, definitely. But yeah, I think we've all seen the bad press from Kansas State in the let me get this link out the way about them. But I think you had to get rid of him, man. He came out he did a little too much, a little too late, coming out saying that he's pretty much this would never happen again. Yada, playing a lot on the players. As a head coach, I don't care what head coach, CEO, it don't matter. If you're leading an organization, you have to put in things in place where like Shaine Goines said, we're working on things that could possibly happen in a game. And that's what Coach Jerome Tang needs to do for Kansas State. You cannot wait till things spiral out of control. You're on a losing streak, come to the podium, well, I'm upset. The players have done this, that, and the third. You got to be a leader, man. So we're going to wish and hope the best for Jerome Tang and his coaching career. Not a good look at Kansas State because we know what type of program Kansas State has been until this point. So we'll wish him well. So next topic is the most watched programs in college basketball. I think Duke, Purdue, Michigan's got to be at the top of that list. I like what Coach Tom Izzo's doing out there at Michigan State. The program doesn't get as much love as it used to. But as we see, like I said, most top watched teams in men's basketball, Duke. Number 2, okay, Coach Tom. You know what I mean? Cuba Davis, North Carolina, Caleb Wilson, Arkansas, love Coach Calipari, Arkansas, Kentucky, Coach Pope, Kansas, Coach Self, Michigan. I don't remember who the head coach is out there, but that's the number 1 team to me. We'll see. Don't forget now, Duke and Michigan play this Saturday. When I get to the end of this list, I will give who I think will win that game. Purdue, Illinois, dominant freshman on that team. As well as Andrej Stojakovic. We do know that Stojakovic name. That's an NBA namesake. And rounding out the 10th spot is the Tennessee Volunteers, or potentially maybe the most dynamic player in the draft of what's his name? Number 10. I think his first name is Nate. Man, his name escapes me right now. But you all number 10 is a 6'10" freshman running around. But Duke, Michigan, who do I think will win this Saturday? I think I'm gonna have to go. I think I'm gonna have to go Michigan, man. I just think that I like Duke. I like Cam Boozer. I like his brother. I like Isaiah Evans. I like the big man they got. But to me, Michigan, Elliot Cadeau, number 1, first and foremost, the best point guard in all of college basketball, in my opinion. The way he facilitates that basketball. And the transfer who came in, I think this is Michigan's game to lose. I think it's at Michigan. So you know what I'm saying? Y'all can get at me in the chat. Y'all can get at me. See me in person. Y'all can get at me in the comments on IG, YouTube, or Twitter. I think this is Michigan's game to lose this Saturday against Duke. Argue with your mammy. But those are the top 10 teams most watched in college basketball right now, man. Unfortunately, my Arkansas Razorbacks lost last night in overtime to Alabama. Don't know how they let that happen when you're up 10. But I can digress. All right. And staying on topic, Darius Acuff drops 49 points last night in the loss to Alabama. We'll get ready to talk about it and a quote that Coach Cal said about the young man. Coach Cal said Darius Acuff was in a walking boot leading up to his 49-point performance. Darius Acuff was in a boot 2 days. I said, do you think you might have to miss this game? He said, are you nuts? And this is why And Hawks fans, y'all let me know something, man. This is why I know the Hawks have the top 3 pick in the NBA draft. I think this is why the Hawks need to go get Darius Acuff, or at least think about it. At least watch his film. Think real hard about it. I know people, and if we get AJ DeBonta, cool. But to me, we have a lot of wings. If we go get De'Aaron Peterson, I don't think that's a fit at all. And that's no disrespect to De'Aaron Peterson. I just think we got a lot of wings who can score the basketball. I think we need somebody who can come in, who can be a point guard and score. Now, I know Acuff is 6'2", 6'3", you know what I mean? But we need somebody who can come in and facilitate and just be a facilitator, because there's nobody else in that top 3 that you're gonna look. You're gonna have to draft down. So when you draft down, go get Darius Acuff, man. The boy just scored 45 against one of the best point guards. You know, I mean, one of the best teams, but one of the best point guards in college basketball. LeBron Fallon. You know, I mean, he's gonna be a great addition to a basketball team come this spring, or come the summer. You know, I mean, summer league and in the fall, or come the fall of next year, the next NBA season. So I think Darius Acuff was a perfect pick. The grit, you know, I think he's from Michigan as well. From Michigan, you know, he's got that different type of grit to him. You know what I mean? Used to playing in that cold weather. Gonna come down to Atlanta. You know what I mean? Get some good cooking. Lay off the lemon pepper loos, and come play with some winners. Come play with the winners. But we will move on. Next up, De'Aaron Peterson asked to get subbed out. And this is another reason why I can't have that boy De'Aaron Peterson on the team playing in Atlanta. You know what I mean? We need somebody who's gonna come to Atlanta and have some pride and not be with all the, you know what I'm saying, the minutes, not the minutes, but the what's it called when they don't play? I can't remember when you're sitting down not playing. So let's see what First Take had to say about it.
Despite the sitting out issues, ESPN's Jeremy Wu has Darren Peterson going first overall in the 2026 NBA draft. Peterson is averaging 20 points per game, but has missed 11 games for the Jayhawks this season. What in the world is going on here? What is going on?
Anybody got Jeremy Wu number? I got to call him.
You know what? I was about to call him too. Let me. I heard y'all. The only reason I want to go first on this because I heard y'all on Get Up. Let me say this.
Go ahead.
There is no team in hell that should grab Darren Peterson #1. You cannot do it. The first ability is availability. And my brother, Darren Peterson, I hope you watching because I'm talking directly to him and whoever, his family members, his inner circle, whatever, whoever they are. What the hell is going on? You are a college player. This 24, 25 games, he's already missed about 11 or 12 games. You pull yourself out? You made a J and then looked at the coach. I want to get out of here. And it ain't the first time he's done it. And these games that he's missing, cramps? Flu? What? I can't believe what I'm seeing from this guy. This guy is a sensational player. Talent-wise.
And that's all you need to hear. You know what I mean? Najeh and I have been saying it for some time. As Stephen A. just alluded to, talented. I mean, the owner of Switch Culture, Jordan Richards, came out and said, he was cooking everybody at the Under Armour next 24 practice and game. And I mean, for him to be sitting out of college games, man, it's not enticing for an NBA front office, NBA executive, or a scout for that matter, to want to sit down with you, ask you questions, and you're going to give whatever answer you're going to give them, and then to want to extend out their hard-earned money they well-earned draft pick or tank draft pick to give to come on that team to do that as a young man. I think you could book him for his draft stock to significantly decline. Like I say, like Stephen just alluded to, who's ever given him counsel. You good, gang. Who's ever given him counsel to do this, miss these games, be messing up a young man's career, man. He potentially messing up his career. Now, he could very well go to the NBA and right the ship and play and be an Iron Man, play 60 games for all we know. But to be doing this on a college level doesn't make sense. Doesn't make any sense to me. The brother's too talented to do that. You messing up your brand. All right. Now we'll show video evidence of Darren Peterson visibly on camera checking himself out of the game. Close on my tab, ladies and gentlemen. We want to keep peak viewing experience, right? And we need all the bandwidth we can get. So here is the video. Here's the proof of Darren Peterson telling coach, let's sub me out, coach. Like, come on, man. And it's got to be something kind of serious, or you know what I mean, for him to have that type of pull with Coach Bill Self. Because Coach Bill Self ain't no slouch, man. He's one of the best college basketball coaches. Coach Andrew Wiggins, Coach Joel Embiid, and Kelly Oubre, you know what I mean, and many other high-profile high school or college athletes. So, I mean, I don't know, man. One day we'll find out. One day I'll find out. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Let me see what Najeh said, ladies and gentlemen. Give me 1 second. He said, all good. Do your thing. All right, man. Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a young man and you need some assistance, if you have basketball, you have a son or daughter that plays basketball, tap in with my guy, man. I think it's L2G Live. He has college coaches that follow him. I believe we were talking earlier, and he said, yeah, man, I was putting up some film on this other player. I had a couple colleges reach out. You know what I mean? He is legit. You know what I mean? Reach out to this young man. He will get you right, man. Puts up a lot of unsigned seniors. If you have an unsigned senior or daughter that can play, like I said, man, look no further than Live to Grind TV. That is L2G_TV. Look no further if you need some exposure as well there. All right. Tapping into women's basketball, Artie Crooks of the Iowa State Cyclones scores her 2,000th point the other day. That is also a teammate to what is her name? She was at Arizona State. Juju, not Juju Watkins, but Julian Juju from I think she's from out west too. But Artie Crooks becomes the fourth Cyclone to score 2,000 points. To me, man, I think this is the best player in women's college basketball. She's just a dominant force. I mean, she can shoot the ball. Can score left and right-handed. Footwork is immaculate. I think when she goes to WNBA, I think she can be a force there. Just the way she scores the basketball. Matter of fact, let me see if we can pull up some of her highlights for those who haven't seen Miss Artie Crooks play the game. Man, see. Man, I was hoping, let's see. Had to say it by the game sideline. All right, here we go. This is fine. You know what I mean? When you doing stuff like this, you can't do nothing with that. Man, she just threw that girl to the ground. And she threw the ball on the man. You know what I mean? That's what you need. Is that Paige? No, that's not Paige. That's what is her name? She plays for the Sparks right now. That's tough. You know what I mean? You need some of that intensity on your team. That's just a reverse pivot. You know what I mean? The girl she got a little attitude, man. What you need? You need somebody that's gonna come in. That's gonna command the paint. That's gonna command the paint, and that's gonna pass the ball out because she demands a double team on any given night. And that's an easy 20 and 10, easy 25 and 10 if you ask me. Let's see. We won't get into all that. We'll get into the meat and bones. Here we go. Women's Hoops Network provides all the women's hoops needed. It was a 1-point game. If you need to see who's coming up, who's the latest and greatest on the women's basketball hardwood, Women's Sports Network. So, man, she's trying to. Now, this is against Southern. I understand, but it's just the way she seals off her defender. And really, if you're one-on-one, she's one-on-one. It's an easy bucket. You know what I mean? Got a little pull up there, back rim. Now, this ain't going to be as – I wish there was some better highlights than that one versus Southern. You know what I mean? No disrespect to Southern. You know what I mean? Got a jumper from 13. So that's why I think Artie Crooks is the best women's basketball player in all of college basketball. And we'll see. Could potentially be the best big in the WNBA. Stop saying. All right. Now we want to also look at who may be the most dangerous team in this year's women's bracket come March Madness. And I think that team is TCU. I think Olivia Miles, what they've been doing, following behind. Let me pull up TCU before I get going. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. TCU. I'm about to look them up. All right. Let's look at the schedule. 24-12, ranked top 12 in the country. Let me share my screen so y'all can see what I see. See what I see. All right. Like I said, 24-12 in the Big 12. Big win over NC State, North Carolina A&T, excuse me. Beat NC State earlier in the season by 10. They put Belton behind against Tarleton State. Beat UAB. Let's see. Beat lost to Ohio State by 2. Lost to Texas Tech by 2. But in the last 3 games, beat 2 top 20 teams. Beat Baylor 83-67. That's pretty dominant. Beat West Virginia 59-50. And here again, they beat Houston 72-50. Now let's look at Miss Olivia Miles. 3-game stretch. I think this is key. 25, 31, 40. One of those games, she had 5 assists. Olivia Miles, as we know, played with Hannah Hidalgo at Notre Dame. One of the most dynamic backcourt duos last year. I mean, spreading the wings and doing similar to what the young lady from LSU did last year going to the Horned Frogs, although I believe we'll have more success this year with the Horned Frogs. So let's look at the stats. Olivia Miles, obviously the leading scorer with 20.1 points. Assist, 6.5, also leading the team in steals with 2 steals per game. Clara Silva, rebounds and 1.8 blocks being a center. This team to me is put together well top to bottom, 6'7". It kind of reminds me a little bit, not exactly, but to what South Carolina had a couple years ago. You got size, you got shooting around the court. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players shooting the ball 36% or better from 3. And you have size, you have rebounding, you have speed, you have people who play defense. So I expect this team to be an Elite Eight team in the women's college basketball tournament for sure. You can book it. So you heard it here first. Definitely put it in your bracket. The tournament challenge right here. And it is that time, ladies and gentlemen. If you stay locked in with the Just As News podcast, we can get you right, man. We can get you right in your group chat. We can have you right with the bragging rights. Yeah, I'm gonna get that money this year, or a celebratory trophy that you may get with your girls or guys. So, but book TCU for an Elite Eight finish in this year's tournament. Let's see. Actually, let's do a live look in. Actually, I want to go back to a game, man. Because I was surprised that South Carolina lost to the Oklahoma Sooners 3 weeks ago now. They lost to freshman. What's the freshman sensation? What's her name? I see her face right now. 1 second. Let me get right. Okay, obviously we see they lost by 12. The freshman's name is Aaliyah Chavez. She had 26 points, 5 from 10 from 3. To me, that's a mistake. To me, that's more than a mistake. She's been struggling. She's only shooting like 32 or 34% from 3. But nonetheless, She's one of the most prolific scorers, one of the most prolific shooters in the game of women's basketball as a freshman. We have to get out and get our hands up. There's a lot of experience over here in South Carolina for that to happen. And on the flip side, you know what I mean, Reagan Beers, you know what I mean, we like Miss Reagan. You know what I mean? She's, you know what I'm saying, senior. You know what I'm saying, she's she's 6 foot. You know what I'm saying? She's a big girl. You know what I mean? For her to come in, most importantly, have 14 rebounds. To me, that's what South Carolina's missing this year. They're missing that grit. They're missing Ashlyn Watkins, which is me, was the reason why we could see a team like South Carolina fall out in the Elite Eight round. You got Joyce Edwards, which to me, you know what I mean, is one of the most prolific sophomores in the game of basketball. But for her to go 3 for 12, 5 rebounds. I'm assuming she got in foul trouble early, but she played 40 minutes, so definitely not. So you only get 5 rebounds, 3 for 12. That's a problem. You know what I mean? This team significantly struggles on the glass. If they're not knocking down jump shots, it's going to be a problem. I thought Tanaya last, you know what I mean? A homegirl who played she played at Westlake. I thought she was going to be a little more prolific. Coming from Florida State, averaging 22 points. She's only averaging 16 points per game on the season. I needed that to be more consistent. Joyce Edwards is the leading scorer on this team, I'm pretty sure. Tessa Johnson has probably been the most consistent force on this team. Her and Raven Johnson. I like the way Raven's been playing this year. 8 for 14 from the floor, respectable. 5 rebounds. That's why you got to love Miss Raven Johnson. She's going to do it all, though. 5 assists, 4 steals. Those are the things that to me is going to keep South Carolina in it late. It's your guard play, and like I said, their willingness or their capability to knock down jump shots. Now, Adele Tack. I thought, you know what I mean, Adele, she's got some more minutes last year. I think she's like 6'7" as well. 6'5". Adele is 6'5", shooting the ball 52% from the field. Let's see. got another big playing 20 minutes. They gotta have more touches, to me, and they gotta have more rebounds. I think she's also 6. Oh, she's 6'1". Excuse me. I thought she was a big. But let's get back to Adele. 6 rebounds, like I said. 5 offensive rebounds. 5 offensive rebounds. That's big. 1 block shot. But you know what I mean, we need more shots at 7-4. But to me, like I said, and I'll continue to say it, this South Carolina team is dynamic. Scoring wise, they're missing Chloe Kitts, another gun on that team, and Ashlyn Watkins, who decided to step away from basketball due to the off-court issues towards the end of the season last year. But watch South Carolina for an Elite 8 exit. Now they can get their things together. You know what I'm saying, we all know how I feel about Coach Staley and what she does, not for just college basketball, but for the game of basketball, not to how she affects the culture of basketball, but her mind and her coaching style. So with that, you know, you never can write off the South Carolina Gamecocks. Let's look at more of the rankings, and I'll kind of tell y'all how I'm feeling about. You know what I mean? Get y'all bracket together. You know what I mean? A lot of people ain't watching the women's right now. I try to stay as in tune with them as I can. UConn, 27-0. My pick to go back to back. You know what I mean? UCLA though, Sienna Betts. That's a team. That's a team right there, man. That's a team where I feel like can beat UConn. Let's look at that 1-game loss. Lost to Texas. Texas is a deep team. We'll talk about Tennessee here in a second as well, man. I think their head coach, maybe I like. I'm not gonna say she might be out of there. Some people are calling for a job. I think she'll be fine. She got a great recruiting class coming in, and we'll look at that as well. But Texas lost to Texas, 76-65. Early in the season, 6-1, so the 7th game of the season for them. Let's look at the team stats first and foremost. Let's get to the meats and bones. All right, 4 for 3 from the floor, 4 for 3 from 3. You know what I mean, obviously they don't shoot a lot of jump shots from outside. 13 for 14 from the free throw line. Close on the rebound, close rebounding margin. Defensively as well, you have the advantage. Advantage assist goes to Texas. Total turnovers, they had 20 turnovers. There you go. Points out of turnovers. At advantage Texas. Points in the paint. Advantage UCLA. Rightfully so. Seeing the best as a force. Fouls pretty even. The largest lead 23. So they got behind early. So that second quarter is when things got a little fuzzy for UCLA. That's probably that turnover quarter. But let's look at the box score. All right. Lower bets. Where's Siena? Lower bets 8 points. Gabriel Jaquez 4 points. So they struggle shooting the ball. Pretty much what we saw. Madison Booker 16 points. Bria Cunningham 7 points. 3 for 5. That's surprising. Rory Harmon. Okay. 5'6" senior out of Houston, Texas. H-Town in the cut. We love it. 9 for 15 from the field goal, 2 for 2 from 3. But to me, it all comes down to that, just to the shooting percentage. You know what I mean? They shot 44% or 31% from 3, 40%, but that second quarter really took them out of the game. And it was tough. It's tough to kind of fall behind in these games. We'll see what were they playing at. Probably playing it was neutral court. It's tough to get behind like that against good teams and will your way back. So Texas is a team. I mean, not Texas. Excuse me. UCLA is a team that I think is going to be in the thick of things. They're definitely, to me, a championship team, Final Four team for sure. You know what I mean? After that loss, they go on to beat Tennessee pretty handedly. They beat Duke, which is a very good team, very handedly. Ohio State, not too sold on Ohio State, but they played a tough game against UCLA. You know what I'm saying? USC, Jazzy Davidson. I think Jazzy's out there in UCLA. I'm pretty sure. It's a shame. It's a shame that we didn't get to see Juju and Jazzy Davidson and the rest of the crew. But that's just how the ball bounced. We get to enjoy her in the W. Beat Nebraska very handily. Beat Maryland very handily. Iowa is a very good jump shooting team. They don't have Caitlin Clark anymore. They got a freshman who's over there tearing it up. Michigan is a team that you want to watch. Michigan is a team that you want to circle. Obviously, top 8 in the rankings. To lose to or to win to Michigan, in Michigan's standpoint, to lose to Michigan by 3, you want to keep an eye on the Wolverines. Dominate Michigan State. You know what I mean? They're going to do the rest of their thing. They're going to beat Washington. They're going to beat Wisconsin. And they're definitely going to beat USC. But let's talk about Tennessee, man. Let's talk about the Tennessee Volunteers, Tears, and Coach Caldwell. I might need to pull this clip up. They lost to Ole Miss. Let me see if I can find it. Coach Caldwell did something I did not. I mean, she was a little upset. And she, for lack of better words, brushed off Ole Miss's head. Well, she didn't brush off. She just kind of gave her a quick handshake, and you know what I mean, and it wasn't received well by everybody. Let me see. Tennessee. Okay, Coach Caldwell, Ole Miss. That should do it. If I don't find it pretty fast. Ole Miss. Okay, here we go. Everyone should hear. I want the video, man. I don't care nothing about the. Here it is. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is why patience is the virtue. So we'll stop sharing and we'll come here. All right. So this is what happened at it. See, now you will. All right. So end of the game, you know what I mean? She obviously want to chop it up. You know what I mean? She's a little, you know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? Coach McPhee, you know what I mean? She got a little swag about herself. I mean, if you know Ole Miss, you know Coach McPhee. Big win on the road, big win at home, excuse me. You know what I mean? I don't really think too much of it, but we'll watch it again. She was upset. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? She probably had a tough loss. So like I said, we'll dive deeper into how things went on the court. Let's go back to ESPN. All right. Let's crunch the numbers. 94-81 loss on the road. Gotta have that win. 8-4 in the SEC. You're tied. You know what I mean? You're fighting for seeding late in the season. Tight game early on, but you only make 6 baskets in the first quarter. Again, you fall behind by about 2 or 3 made baskets in the second quarter, but nonetheless, it's a tighter game. Third quarter is when they blow your doors off. In the fourth quarter, you feel like your team just laid down with 19 points. You know what I mean? In the fourth. Now let's lock into the teams. Let's crunch the numbers once again. Lock into the team stats. Excuse me. All right. Field goal. They shot 43% from the field. Shot well from the outside. Shot well from behind the arc, which is Coach Kim Caldwell's philosophy. This team, if you don't know, Tennessee is a team that's going to press. They're going to shoot jumpers. Oftentimes, the mid-range jumper is non-existent, but they're going to a team that's going to run up and down, and they're going to get buckets in transition and shoot them from beyond the arc most of the time. 73% from the field goal, from the free throw line. Missed 4 shots. Not too bad. You want to shoot above 70%, so 73% is not bad. A slight loss on the rebounding category, not bad. You know what I mean? But let's look at the turnover. Looking at the turnovers, 16, not bad. I mean, you know, it just comes down to probably them living and dying by the 3-point shot a little too much. But I like Coach Kim Caldwell. You know what I mean? Coming from Marshall, you know what I mean? Getting the promotion to go to Tennessee. It's a good look. Like I said, we'll look at the recruiting class they have coming in, but Tennessee will be in good hands. It's just a bad look for what it's worth. All right, yeah, okay. Talasia Cooper, that's a name you want to watch for the WNBA draft. Former South Carolina Gamecock, 12 for 26, 2 for 7 from 3. 4 for 5 from the free throw line. This is a tough game. Lauren Hurst, 16 points, 6 for 9 from the field, 4 for 5 from the 3. You know, I mean, this not, you know, you want to see a little more kind of well-balanced scoring like you see for Ole Miss. 16, 39, 14, 12 off the bench for Tiana Thompson. You know what I mean? That's kind of what you want to see. Cody McMahon, 39 points, 1 for 3, 14 for 18 from the charity stripe. That's probably why she was a little upset. She probably could have felt the foul call was a little one-sided for one player. But let's go look up. Sometimes the women's basketball recruiting is kind of tough to find sometimes. So Tennessee volunteers recruiting. All right. Now let's go 2026. And again, you know what I mean? Olivia Edwards, Gabby Minus. You know what I mean? If you're in Georgia, you definitely know about her she's at Hebron. Natalia Hodge. Why do I know that name? When she just I feel like she just committed to Missouri, but I could be wrong. But you know what I mean, Gabby Minus and Olivia Edwards. That's all you need to know. Okay, she's still out there. That's why. But Gabby Minus, you know what I mean, 6'4" wing, power forward, can do it all. Smooth footwork, can shoot the basketball, graceful game, very high IQ. I think I've seen her in person maybe once or twice. Same thing with Miss Olivia Edwards. To me, you know what I mean, top five is solid. You know what I mean, Jersey Robinson. I think she's number 2 in the nation, 2026 class going to South Carolina. But seeing Olivia Edwards in person at Overtime Elite, very strong, very athletic. She's dunking the ball. She can shoot the basketball, high IQ. I feel like she fits right into what Coach Caldwell is building at Tennessee. Do-it-all player, kind of similar to what you see in Asia Wilson. Now, I'm not going to say she's as a dynamic shot maker in the post as Asia Wilson, but somebody who could come in and lead a team potentially from day one, if not year two, in great shape, and movable force on the court, a high motor, rebounder. I think that's what Miss Olivia Edwards is. So that's my take on Tennessee coach Kim Caldwell. All right, brother.
What up? What up? I'm back, man. Sorry.
All good.
Interview was a
All
little late,
good.
but I am back, brother.
All good, brother. I was buying time.
I appreciate you. Appreciate
Yes,
you buying
sir.
that time.
Yes, sir, man.
It's crazy. Right when I joined back, we got 3-4 people in here now.
Hey, man, I was giving them a rundown on the women's basketball, man. I said, man, you know what, today, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get you right. You in the group chat with your guys and your girls. You want to know how you can get that trophy, get that money. You know what I mean? In the bracket challenge, I'm gonna give you the in-depth breakdown.
Great job by you, brother. I know you hooked it up, man. I gotta pull this up, get your thoughts on this. It's still women's basketball, technically, Bacon. But ESPN plans to replace summer Sunday night baseball with women's sports Sundays, a new hub spotlighting top matches from WNBA and National Women's Soccer League. Executives believe the block could become a new franchise. Now, mind you, Bacon, remember that's historic. 35 years they've been doing Sunday night baseball. Obviously, ESPN and baseball has kind of been going, I don't want to say left, but they've been kind of veering away a little bit. And obviously now they're going full throttle with this. We know baseball obviously has more ad dollars, more revenue compared to this league as it compares, but maybe it generates more. But a lot of people are against it. A lot of people are like, why are we supporting this? They're definitely getting a lot of, flack behind it.
Yeah. I mean, the sign there, it says it all. Pay the players. I think I've been bullish. I'm still bullish on the W moving forward. I think as we see younger players start coming in, Juju Watkins, right? I talked about Olivia Miles. We'll see that young crop come in. I think it's gonna bode well for excitement. But you got they're only making $200,000 a year, man. You gotta ease them into some kind of way. Baseball. I mean, baseball is a good game. I enjoy Sunday night baseball, but I think for the masses, it's a good look. You got to give them you got to give them a chance. You got to give them an opportunity. We're talking about equal rights and inclusion, inclusive sports world. You know what I mean? You got to do what you got to do. I think this is a good look.
I think if obviously they're going with the progressive leagues. A lot of people are not with it because they feel like it's very feministic. I think if the WNBA can play their cards right, they can potentially have a very lucrative league. It just depends on the administration and depends on the people that are at the top. But this is a big play to show that they support what they have going on. And ESPN is trying to be one of those places where that platform can kind of thrive. That's what the biggest takeaway I have for this. Yes, baseball was a big pastime. Not saying that baseball slept on or it's not good. And obviously if the game's not great, the game is great. Right, it's not what I'm saying. But I feel like they see an emerging league and one that's trying to kind of get their foot off the ground a little bit with WNBA. They've been doing it for some years now, 2 decades. That's not what I'm saying. But I think a league that's trying to capitalize. So, I mean, I think it's a good move, in terms of WNBA. Some don't like it. Some are like, oh, why would I want players miss layups? But if they see how the game's evolving and how much better and how more creative these players are and how more exciting they are now these days, I think they will see kind of where the mode is going, where the push is kind of going to. I'm not really against it. I think it's a good idea. I just think you would have to rebrand your package. Okay, you don't do Sunday. I think you could still involve baseball because there's still gonna be fans that want to watch obviously baseball on whatever day, right? You're just gonna have to redo it, right? Fox has certain days. You know what I'm saying? I think baseball might be on other networks as well, MLB TV. You're just gonna have to find another day to brand it. But ESPN could be going fully away from it. But I think it's a good move.
Yeah, I agree, man. You have to give it a chance. You have to.
You do. You do.
All right. NBA. Moving on to NBA news. I think this was an interesting one, man. From Hoop Herald. I want to get your thoughts on this, man. I just saw the link. So let me get your thoughts on this. Per Hoop Herald is titled "The Savior." What do you think they were saying by this?
Let me see, brother. Hold on.
Yes. So basically, this was the All-Star game. So I don't know if you know Bacon, but this is the best All-Star, I think, ratings or game, I think, in 24 years.
Mhm.
Right. Obviously, Ant Edwards ended up winning the All-Star game MVP. I think he had over 30 points in those 3 games. But I think the reason they said the savior is because how well Wemby played. Wemby played hard.
Yeah.
And I think the problem is this new format of world versus NBA. There's a lot of pride on the line. And Wemby's one of those players. He just doesn't have that switch. He's going to play 100% every single time. And I think that's a player you definitely want to build a franchise around. You want to embody. You want to have it at the forefront of your team. And I think it's good for the sport. You know what I'm saying? Because now these other players will play. Some are lackadaisical and whatever. But we have the mindsets of an Ant Edwards, of a Wemby. It doesn't matter if it's an all-star setting. I'm trying to go at you, right? I'm trying to dominate you. And I think when you have that mindset, that's why Hoop Herald put the quote unquote savior. And I think that's what he did. Not saying he did it alone. Everybody was bought in, but I think he just brought that tenacity the game's been missing, especially in terms of the All-Star game.
Yeah, 100%. Wemby did a lot for this game for sure. You know what I mean? Wemby he's resetting the standard. And we could talk about how there's been people come out and say LeBron didn't uphold that standard. And I think that's a fair statement. But Wemby is a different beast. You know what I mean? He was all over the court. I think if Team World wins, I think Wemby gets the MVP over Anthony Edwards. That's just how impactful he was, and he may have. I think the guys are going to come out and play hard regardless, just because they've been feeling the pressure. Like I know people saying former President Obama asked Tyrese Halliburton, like, man, y'all taking this serious, man. So they've been getting a lot of flack, but you know what I mean. Wemby is Wemby, bro. So let me ask you about this, man. So with the heat LeBron has been getting about him not keeping the same standard that we've seen Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, you know what I mean? After Kobe retired, LeBron came in and it didn't kind of hold that same value. All right, guys, we got to go out here and compete.
I would have to agree with that. I know LeBron fans are going to hate that kind of a statement, but it's true. I think if LeBron, for example, he gets a lot of blame. Stephen A. always blames him for the dunk contest, right? Remember, the dunk contest, Bacon, was a situation where Michael Jordan, participated. I think Dr. J participated. All these big people participated in this event, and LeBron's kind of like that next one up, right? We even seen, if we go back a few times ago, we'll go Dwight Howard, Blake Griffin, Nate Robinson, right? And sometimes people will even say, well, Naj, we had the best dunk contest ever in 2016 with Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon. And yes, we had probably one of the best ones ever. But the issue is once you planted that seed of, oh, well, it's not that important, or oh, I don't need to participate. And I ain't saying he had to participate in all of them, but it's also you plant the seed. If you even participate in one of them and give us that, then you have the young stars, the Zions, the Ja, the Ant Edwards, right? All these young guys will participate too because you are the face of the league. So what the things you do, I'm not saying they're going to follow suit to you and they're going to follow you like you're a god. That's not what I'm saying. But they might be more prone to following suit if they see you doing it, is basically what I'm saying. So I feel like he does get some of the blame. All of it, no, because players have to try and still put effort too. But I would say some of it, yes, he does. Because Kobe, when they back played, you seen Drake right there. LeBron was going 100% there. And I get LeBron's older. We ain't seeing him to go 110% no more. I understand that. But I'm talking about when everything happened with Kobe, RIP to him, obviously legend, GOAT, great, on and off the court. That was your opportunity to, still was the face of the league, but that was your opportunity to continue what he kind of not necessarily built, but he had with the All-Star game, with the All-Star weekend, and making it so Bacon it is so bad. I didn't even watch All-Star weekend.
You didn't watch it?
I didn't even watch it.
It was decent, bro.
I heard it was, but I didn't. That just goes to show you, like, I used to plan to watch that every single year, but the product has been so bad, I didn't even bother to like it. It wasn't even on my to-do list to watch. Says a lot.
Yeah. I agree with everything you said about LeBron James. Though he did run from Kobe during those one-on-one matchups in previous by passing the ball. So to me, I put a lot more weight on LeBron James' shoulders for watering it down, like you said about the dunk contest. That killed it for. I mean, that killed it, bro. You know what I mean? If you're not gonna get into it, okay, we could be a superstar. We can get our money, and we ain't got to do it. All we got to do is show up, and you know what I mean. And it kind of trickled down from there. So I mean, I put the brunt of it on LeBron James and you say Adam Silver. I mean, as a commissioner, I think it's got to be a little more. You know what I mean, a little more fist down. Sometimes I like the player-led style, but there's been a lot of stuff that's been going on with.
You've been too lenient.
With the gambling, you know what I mean, with Steve Ballmer paying Kawhi under the table allegedly. We just got to clean up the game. The game's in a good place, but we got to keep it going, and you know what I mean, keep the standard high. Second thing, I would like to see implemented back into to All-Star Weekend, which is really falls at the feet of ESPN. We got to get the guys, Kenny, Chuck, and Shaq back on the call, man. When I tuned in as a youngster, watching the All-Star Weekend, I look forward to watching those guys just cut loose and crack up. You know what I mean? Bringing in Kevin Hart, Draymond Green. It's just something that you become accustomed to. Not taking anything away from Vince Carter, Carmelo Anthony, and Tracy McGrady. I think those guys did a phenomenal job. But the crew has been stable for years. So to kind of put them in a corner, I don't like it.
You know what, Bacon? I'm with you when it comes to that. I think, like I said, to put them in a corner is not right. But the problem is NBC ended up getting the rights to the All-Star Weekend. Because remember, that used to be theirs, but ESPN would have to go out of their way to try to get that. But I'm with you, like tradition. I think they did a great job always doing it. You know, but like you said, they ended up going, you know, pretty much having NBC cater everything, right? So now you're kind of in that tough spot of, okay, like what do we do? You know what I'm saying? How do we, you know what I'm saying, basically you know, get it back there? It's gonna be hard to. And then even like they weren't Charles complained about it, Bacon, but even they weren't being featured like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't, like you said, they didn't work for months. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, we talking about the best of the best here, and they're not working. You know what I'm saying? It's like at that point, like, what are we doing?
Very true.
So it's you know, it comes down to commissioner. I get one more revenue in, get more people to pay for the packages. I know that's how they make their money. Get Amazon to pay for one, NBC. I get it, but at the same time, is that really elevating the game, or is that making it worse?
All money ain't good money.
No.
But I want to go back to women's basketball real quick. I want to get your thoughts on Kim Caldwell. I'm not going to say brushing her off. I think she was more upset than anything about the loss, but she kind of she was real sure with Ole Miss's head coach after the loss, 14-point loss on the road. You know what I mean? So just one more time for context. What's your thoughts on that?
Show it to me again.
All right.
Buffer. Bad sportsmanship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bad sportsmanship, in my opinion. We've seen these before. What was it? Matt LaFleur, not to bring up NFL or football, but Matt LaFleur did it to not Matt LaFleur. Who was it? Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson did to Matt LaFleur. That could be a real rivalry brewing, Bacon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That could be what that is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think sometimes as fans, we want that. We galvanize for that.
Mm-hmm.
We want that to happen. So I just think they got whooped, and it's like, you know, I ain't really feeling how they play because Ole Miss plays the physical brand of basketball. So it's like, hey, you know, I just think it was being more upset. Now I like Tennessee coach, but I think it was like we got a butt handed to us. I like how that went. And like I said, it could be a real rivalry going there.
Good for the game of basketball. Similar SEC, similar conference records. Fingers crossed they cross paths in the SEC. Do it? No. The women's don't do SEC region. SEC tournament. I don't think. I have to double check that, but hopefully, some kind of way. If we have to wait till next year, that's gonna be. I'll definitely be tuned in for that game. But back to NBA, man.
Did you do college?
It's about college basketball. Yeah, I go back for you, brother. I go back for you.
You went through it?
I got you, man. Specifically, your boy, man, De'Aaron Peterson.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that. I know you probably did. We gotta talk about that for the NBA, bro.
Man.
We gotta talk about that. Please, brother, we gotta talk about that.
I'm more disappointed in Bill Self because I didn't see this. You know what I mean? Hey, coach, take me out, okay? All right, I got you. What are you doing, coach? Are they paying one at the table?
Bacon, it's like, what is Bill Self supposed to do? Obviously, this kid has
his ass down.
Yes, Bill can do that. I mean, yes. I'm gonna say yeah, Bacon. You're right. You sit him down 100%. But it's like you didn't put all. It's like for Bill, I didn't put all my damn money into this dude. So it's like, bro, you got to give us something. Like it's already been like On Threes came out and said like colleges are now questioning whether we pay one player $3 million or we pay 3 players $1 million. It's like, come on, bro. If the NBA is your goal, I get it. Your stock is not going to change that much from you playing.
Right.
Now, could he be dealing with something, Bacon? Sure. Come on, bro. Sub out. What the hell is we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? And this is not good for the sport. We don't want to see this. This is the problem in the NBA. He looked like a baby Ben Simmons, is what he looks like. He don't love the game. He just loves what it can do for him. That's what he looks like. This is what he is giving off. Now, I don't know him personally. I ain't trying to speak bad about the brother, but that is the energy he's giving off. And I'm not taking him number 1 overall. I'm not.
I ain't taking him top 5. I ain't taking him top 5.
I'm not taking that.
Taking him top lottery. I ain't taking
it. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, bro. It's just like clearly you don't care what we have go. Like Kansas legit beat the number 1 team in the country. Bacon, the number 1 team in the country without him, because of Floyd Badunga and Melvin Council. Y'all have a chance to win it, and you ain't even gonna try. I said it today on SportsCenter Next. I did a quote tweet. I said some have it, some don't. You clearly don't have it, bro. And I ain't seen the talent. Like Stephen said, the best ability is availability. If you was gonna do that, just sit out the year and go straight NBA then, or go play overseas. You know what I'm saying? It's a bad message, bro. Because then the others, can I do that too, coach? Hey, yeah, can I go up? Okay, cool. Like, the hell is we doing? The hell is we doing, Bacon?
And making a mockery of college basketball right now, man.
And the sport is in a good spot. Right now, it's better than the NBA. It is. It's better than the NBA right now. And it's like we got all of these top freshmen, Bacon, and we can't even get you to play. Like, so when you play a top matchup during the weekday or on a Saturday prime time, you're not gonna play. Flu,
AJ.
Cramps. Look what AJ is going crazy. And Perkins like, he's not a top 5 talent. He's not a top 10. Like how? He's scoring 30 every night. Bro, you should hear what Perk's saying. I don't think he's that. Like, how? How is AJ not? AJ performs every damn night.
Both sides of the court.
Whoever they are.
Both. What? I don't get it. Then you got, hold on. We talking about this dude. Can we talk about this dude right here? Hold on. Can we talk about him?
Oh my God, man! This is what I want the Hawks to go get, man.
Lord have mercy.
We
Bacon,
get
you've been high on the cuff for the longest. I remember he was in high school. We was talking about him. I mean, bro was literally in a walking boot.
Yeah.
Walking boot. And plays the next night and drops 49. Like, it ain't that hard. This game can change your life. What are we doing? It's one basketball season. One. And it's almost over. It's going to be February 20th tomorrow.
Right.
We're going to hit March Madness. And we got to see you check out of a game? And you got 23? Yeah, no. All day long, I already told you. I'm going to take a guy with this mentality. Where my camera? This mentality? And a Caleb Wilson. All damn day. Because what are we doing? You putting your body on the line for the team. And they still lost the game. But you dropped 14
time. Double OT.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You either want it or you don't, bro. You either want it or you don't. Clearly you don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of a cuff. He got I think an uncle, somebody that pushes him out a lot, and he was damn right about him. Damn right. They had a debate today, like, I think Perk was like, I'll take him number one. Or is he the best? Is he the best? Now maybe you can attest to this. We got a debate on this, Bacon. He said he the best guard Coach Calipari's ever coached in college basketball, not NBA, in college basketball. Now you could probably attest better than that because you know Coach Cal, you know the guards he's coached, Darren Fox, you know what I'm saying, Malik Monks, D Rose, John Wall. You can attest to that better than me. It's pretty damn bold statement.
I will say he's top 2. I say he's top 3. I have to really, really look at it. I think he's top 2. I'll say he's better. I think he's better than Shea in college, but it's close. Only one who I'll throw an asterisk by is Tyrese Maxey. And that's only because we did not get to see Tyrese Maxey in March Madness because of COVID. And I was telling everybody, I said, man, this kid Tyrese Maxey, he needs to go lottery. I think he might have went late 20s. And we see what he's doing right now, top scorer in the NBA. Assist is there. So those two, but I think Shea is better than I think Shea is better than Tyrese Maxey. So I think he's top 3 for sure. I can't. It's easy to say he's best, looking at the numbers, but I don't know. Top 3 for sure though. You think so?
No. I think you're right. I think you're the nail on the head. I think he's top 2. Top 2. You know what I'm saying? I think he's up there in terms of what he's coached and produced, but yeah, I give him top 2. Top 2. You know what I'm saying? I'll put D Rose 1. I'll put him number 2.
We put D Rose 1.
I would put D Rose 1. There was a shot away from winning the chip.
Yeah, man. Was it off the glass?
Mario Chalmers.
Yeah.
One glass, one shot. I'm gonna go D Rose. Sorry.
I respect that.
You know what I'm saying? I go D Rose. But I just want to commend him for going out there playing and fighting through that. Because he didn't have to do that. That goes to show he loves the game, he loves his teammates, and he loves the damn coach. I think that damn hard.
He's from Detroit, right? He's from Michigan. I think is he from Detroit?
Might be.
Let me see. Darius. IUS. A-Cuff. He's from Detroit, Michigan. It built him different out there. They built him different. From Detroit, Michigan, all the way to IMG, you know what I mean? Hey, a lot of responsibility going a long ways away from home.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man. Let's see. Did you want to see? We talked about De'Aaron Peterson. I gotta ask you about this, man. Michigan Duke this Saturday.
Ooh,
I like Michigan.
I don't know, man. You sleeping on Duke, bro? Sleeping on Duke.
You like Duke? I'm telling you,
man.
Duke,
bro. I know they got Jackson Lindenberg. I've been watching Michigan. I know. I know. They got some good guard play too. I know. I think Duke a little more seasoned, a little bit of a deeper team. I think they can play at a high level. You know what I'm saying? And I like what Kaden Boozer has been doing here lately.
Yeah.
Isaiah Evans has been stepping up as a second option. he's one we need to talk about more when it comes to NBA draft. I don't know why the hell we don't talk about him more, but that's one like he can fulfill a role. He can be a team player and he can score at will against any goddamn body. So we're talking about him way more than what we do. But Cameron Boozer, how good they're playing defensively, players that they have. I like Michigan. It's crazy we even get in a game like that this late in the season. February is bananas. But I would give the nod to Duke.
Which is another reason why, like you said, college basketball is better than NBA right now. The matchups, the variety, it's at a neutral site.
Come on now. And I ain't gonna lie, Bacon. We might have to do us a little, you know what I'm saying, NCAA tournament special. I know you're gonna be doing playoffs with Noonan, stuff like that, man. But if you had the time, we might have to do a little NCAA. I'm talking about tournament only, not ACC. I'm talking about NCAA tournament. Might have to do it like a little post game show or something, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Seeing what we saw, something like that. That might be fun. Yeah, you know, a little hour recap because it'd be too much to do it during the season. I don't know how Phil at 68 does it. The boys is different, but we can definitely do it during the 30.
Espresso.
Yeah, them boys different though. But, hey, that's how they built the brand up though.
Yeah, I respect it. I respect it for sure.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, who you got? Who
you talking about? Duke, Michigan?
Yeah, it's not like you're going Michigan.
I'm going Michigan, brother. That big that got down there.
Yeah.
Hey man, listen, bro. I've been high on it. I think Elliot Cadeau. We all know what is it Bex Lindenborg.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's only averaging 14 points. I'm expecting a 20-point night from him. But the big man, I don't even know what the difference maker is going to be. I think they're a little more longer. Michigan's got a little more length. I think that's going to be a little bit overwhelming for the Blue Devils. I know what you're going to say about Cam Boozer, Isaiah Evans. I think Isaiah Evans is going to be the X factor, but I'm looking for the length of Michigan to bother Duke, and I'm looking for a special performance from Elliot Cadeau, whether it's getting his teammates involved, getting some steals, but making better plays in crunch time. I think that guard play is a check mark to Duke. Check mark to Michigan.
Okay. All right.
But who's gonna have a better game, Cam Boozer or Lindenberg?
I'm gonna go Cam. I like Lindenborg, and I know Caleb really outplayed. Caleb Wilson is different though. I know he outplayed Cam. I think outside of that, Cam has dominated pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
But you gotta remember, Caleb knows him.
Yeah.
They played together. He knows his tendencies, been on the same team. Like, they go back way back. So I would go Cam Boozer. I think Cam is winning the majority 9 out of 10 of his matchups when he's playing. That's just me.
100%. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, 6:30 p.m. Saturday night in Washington, D.C. We will see who the real number 1 seed is. We might have to do a post game. You got time post game? Yeah, I'm free 6:30 or whenever the game goes off.
I might do it from my phone. You know what I'm saying? But I might have some time. I might give you a little 30 minutes. We do 30-minute post game reaction. You know what I'm saying? I might do that.
All right. Okay. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. So we got a couple viewers who just tuned in on the tube. Stay tuned. Let's see if we got any more Kansas State. Oh, did you want to talk about? Let's see. Let's just do it, man. Jerome Tang, Kansas State. I was pretty. You know what I mean? Too little, too late for Mr. Tang. You know, you got to keep your game tight. You can't just, you don't want to come out too late and blame it all on the players. This will never happen again. Too little, too late, man. So what's your thoughts on Jerome Tang being fired?
It's a crazy thing going on with Jerome Tang right now, bro. They saying even he can go sue potentially Bacon. He's retained 2 staff members, and he could potentially they're trying to fire him for cause. And he's saying, for cause. And he's saying he got some dirt on them too. Because they don't want to pay the $18 million buyout. They don't want to pay it. So they're trying to fire him for cause and pay him nothing. So yeah, they're gonna fight tooth and nail. It's a little messy situation going on in Kansas. Yeah. Little messy situation going on, man. Now on the court, the team ain't been as good as they were when he first started. Final Four appearance. They've kind of tapered off a little bit, right? But I mean, sometimes we got to change the direction of the program. I get it. But it's a little sticky situation over there.
They gotta pay that man. You sign the contract, you gotta pay that man. But last two topics for NBA, man. Just the thoughts on the Atlanta Hawks. They acquired a lot of talent prior to the deadline or at the deadline. Just how good can the Hawks be the second half of this season?
I think they'll be right in the fold. Let me see where they rank at right now.
10th.
I thought you would be higher.
Yeah, man. You know, the Hawks. Ninth. Okay. We got a game.
Right behind the Heat. He in the play-in spot. Charlotte's in there as well. How good can they be? I mean, if things go well, they can get a top 7 or 8 seed, potentially. I don't think they get beyond that, but yeah, they get a top 7, 8 seed. I like the young talent. I think you guys are building for the future. Now, when I say future, I'm not talking about a rebuild, Bacon. I'm talking about building for the future in terms of aligning assets, getting guys in, bringing in the Jonathan Kumingas of the world. Right? I think you guys, legitimate, Bacon, you're going to call me crazy, one piece away from being a top 4, top 5 team in the East. Whether that's in the draft, you go get a Cameron Boozer, or you get a Cuff, or you get a Caleb Wilson. How crazy that would feed families. If you came back to the A, y'all like one of those pieces away. Now, I don't know. Like usually, how does y'all roster construct look? Are y'all more of a do y'all have a lot of front court players, or y'all more guard centric? That's the part I'm confused on with y'all. I know you got Jalen Johnson. I know y'all got obviously Risha Shea. Like, how are y'all baked? Because y'all got a lot of tall wing players. Y'all need more of guards. Like, how does that look?
To be honest, this is something I've been wrestling with for a while. We have a lot of front court wing hybrid players, which to me is the future of basketball. We're going to see just a lot of AJ DeBontas and Ace Newells who can do it all. Maybe throwing there a slimmer Joel Embiid, like on Yeko Khan, with a little more beefed up. So I think the Hawks are tinkering with the future of basketball. But to answer your question, we need a point guard, which is why I like Darius Acuff. And I'm leaning more towards that way. I don't mind bringing in AJ DeBonta longer, you know what I mean, which makes us a defensive juggernaut that kind of do it all. But to me, it's a high ceiling, low floor.
Okay.
It seems like more of a draft capital. However, the monkey wrench in this whole thing is what Anthony Edwards, spilled the beans by him coming to Atlanta about, I like what y'all got. I'm coming home. Y'all got a lot of wings, Jonathan Kuminga. Now, if the Atlanta Hawks can bring Anthony Edwards to Atlanta, you talk about Magic City being packed out every Monday, every Tuesday, Lemon Pepper Lou's. Come on, man. The city is back. The Highlight Factory is back in fold. And what person to bring back home than the son of Atlanta? Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, man. Ain't coming back home with feed families, bro. Might even go sit here and play with it, Bacon. That's going to feed some families. And yeah, like you said, joking about it, that'd be cool. He is under contract, so we have to see how everything goes with that. He is Minnesota's franchise player. But yeah, that would go crazy. Humbly honest. You might have to package some guys, but if I'm the Hawks, I'm trading away a Okongwu. I'm trading away Zachary Risha. And I might even trade the pick I got right now, that top 3 pick.
Easy.
Bring him in. You know what I'm saying? Because that changes my franchise.
Easy.
My franchise. You got a core player. You just need the right talent around him. You got Jalen Johnson. You might need to go get a couple veteran wing players. You still got Nikhil Alexander Walker, I believe. Dyson Daniels is pretty good. You just need a couple more pieces. You're not that far. If you go get Ant, you're not that far off. And we seen the East, Bacon. Like, it ain't that hard to go. I'm not saying to compete, but it ain't that hard to make a run and be one of those teams. We seen Indiana do it. You know what I'm saying, this past year. Year before that, we seen another team that made the Heat has went a couple times with Jimmy Butler. They didn't even really have a crazy team or roster and went. So you're never that far off. There's one or two teams in there that you got to worry about. But other than that, East is wide open.
Very true. Yeah, I'm thoroughly pleased with the way the Hawks front offices, how they conducted business, bringing in new younger talent. I mean, defensive talent. I think it's something we've been asking for a while, and we're just now beginning to see the fruits of our requests. So I'm pleased. But last topic of the night, man, are we co-signing the Cavs trade for James Harden? Giving up Darius Garland.
I would say yes. I know he's older, Bacon. You don't have that big of a window anyway. You know what I'm saying? And we've seen the Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell experiment. So I think they made a wise choice of moving on. A wise choice of going getting a veteran. Yes, James Harden hasn't had the playoff experience, but what it does is it frees up Donovan Mitchell, right? It gives him somebody that he ain't got to be damn Superman all the time. He ain't got to score 40, 30 points all the time, right? You got somebody else that can take that pressure off you, but he also, something on part is he can make plays. He can, set people up. He can make assists and dimes and things like that. So that's the difference when you bring in a James Harden. He's a veteran. He knows. So you're going to get quick lob threats to Jared Allen, quick lob threats to your big man down below, the Evan Mobleys of the world, right? So it opens up the whole floor and it makes it easier for you. And you only gave up a couple pieces here and there. So to me, with a wide open East, Bacon, we have literally Detroit #1 team. Detroit just got playoff experience last year. I love Kate Cunningham. He's probably one of my favorite players right now outside of Anthony Edwards in the league. Outside of obviously the O-Hits. One of my favorite players. But it's wide open. Boston is probably not going to have Jason Tatum this year. You got Jaylen Brown who's doing his damn thing. Credit to him, Willer alone. Outside of maybe two, like who makes you scared? Sixers? No. Young? Embiid's health? Raptors? No. Knicks? No. Like who? Like that's something. Who scares you in the East? Magic? No. Like, Boston. Without like
Detroit.
Those are the two that maybe put some scare in you. So if you Cleveland, you're right there. You're a top 4 seed. Let's go for it. Indiana literally did it last year. Let's go for it. Both can go play for potentially NBA championship. Why would you not want to see that? And then, Bacon, you lay that groundwork. Because we know LeBron was out of LA. Lay that groundwork. Lay that foundation. King, one more year. Come on. Farewell tour. Come on back home. Yeah. Come on back home. We got Donovan Mitchell. We got James Harden. You can be our guy. Bring you on the side. Why would you not do that if you Cleveland?
Yeah, I'm not thrilled on James Harden. Just his track record in the playoffs, hadn't been good. Not to mention, he's laid down on you in the playoffs, man. Elimination games, he shot terrible. When it comes down to trust, he's got to be at the bottom of the totem pole. So for that, I hope it's a high risk. It's high risk. Both is high risk. I know Darius Garland's been hurt. I know you want to ease some pressure off Donovan Mitchell, but this is a hell of a way to do it. So we talked about Coach Bill Self. Now we're putting, the Cleveland Cavaliers head coach in potentially the same type of waters. You don't want to pitch James off because he will lay down on you if opportunity is presented. So I hope it works out. I don't really know how it's going to go. It could end up being really good or really bad, no middle ground.
We're going to find out. I think, though, if you're Cleveland, you got to make the right choice, though, Bacon. You got to swing for the fence.
It's hell of a bat to choose, hell of a bat to swing with, boy.
It definitely is. Oh, Bacon, let me give you this before we get out of here. Shaine's dad said, "Thank you both, Mr. Wilkins and Mr. Bacon, for having Shaine on tonight. It really means a lot, not just for the exposure, but also for preparation for future interviews. I appreciate all you guys do for the love of the game and for covering these young men and women. May God bless your channel with much success moving forward. Also, thank you, Coach Ferguson, for all you do and for making the connection." And then Coach Ferguson, wanted you to know this, Bacon. Thank you, Najeh and Bacon, for allowing Shaine to be featured on your platform. We truly appreciate you. Your show has been a blessing to me and our program. This was huge because in the near future, Shaine would be a household name. I'm grateful you all took the time to see him more than just a basketball player. Wanted to share that with you.
Appreciate you sharing that, brother.
Yep.
Coach, we gonna come see you, Coach. We're gonna come see you, man. I keep that in the back of my head, and when I see Coach Pearson tag me and things like, bro, I didn't get a chance to see Coach. Season ain't over, but it's playoff time. I got an obligation, man. So, but we're gonna come see you sometime this summer. If we don't come see you for a practice, Coach, so I like to be a man of my word. So appreciate the kind words, Coach Pearson, and Mr. Goines too. And you got a great son. Appreciate your son too.
Sure, man. Appreciate the 2 people tuning in on the YouTube, man. Y'all have been active tonight. Up to 20 people, man. We'll take that, man. Like I said, I think me and Bacon had some good momentum going before with our basketball pod. A lot of people tuning in. I think we're going to obviously try to get that back. And Bacon, I don't think we're that far off, brother. We keep interviewing great athletes like this, the KJ Agnews, the Coach Omar Fosters from Griffin, obviously King Goines. I don't think we're that far off. Nobody else, to me, from what I've seen, is doing this in the state. People are doing clips, people are doing highlights, people are doing different things on Instagram, but nobody has or is doing things like this for these athletes, especially for the hoop scene. So I just say we keep doing what we're doing, man. I think we're going to keep getting people to come in and tell their stories, brother.
Nah, absolutely, man. I was talking to Exclusive Productions and I was at Langston. He was like, "Man, you big time, man. You got the podcast going?" I said, "Man, appreciate it, brother. You know what I mean?
It's insane.
You be getting love too?"
Wild, like what it was. Oh yeah, like you got interviewed by him. This is literally today. Oh, he big time. He known all around. What?
Talking about you?
Yes. So I just say keep doing what we're doing, man. Nurture, manufacture our connections. I think we up big right now on the South Side. I think we continue to nurture that South Side connection, football and basketball. I think we'll be all right. I think we got the platform to do it. Keep getting these graphics for these players and stuff, and we good. Coach Rock won us at KJ commitment.
So he committed in the spring.
Whenever he shut it down, he just did his spring visits. So might not be no time soon, but just know when he has that celebration, he won his stuff. So, and that's gonna be huge if we get the host. So we'll see. I sent him the Kamari Dorsey one. I don't think Coach Rock got back to me, but I sent him when he did. Yep, I sent him when he did. So yeah.
Nah, ladies and gentlemen, this is off camera talk that you're getting wrong uncut. Nah, man, to be in all honesty, man, it's first and foremost, I mean, shout out to the big guy, man. First and foremost, shout out to my co-host Najeh Wilkins. Couldn't do it without him, man. Wholeheartedly and sincerely from the bottom, top, and left and right side. I appreciate you for all you do, man. Been an inspiration.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, nah, no doubt, man. You know what I mean? This is that 1,000 audience answer that we're doing right now with 17, man. Because you perform while you got 17, it'd be easy with 500 or more. So nah, no doubt, brother. Appreciate you. Definitely inspiration. You keep me on my P's and Q's. Even when I don't cross my I's and dot my T's. Or either other way around. But nah, it's truly honor, man. We got big things coming y'all way, man. So you don't want to miss. Like, comment, subscribe.
The Just Sizzle News Podcast. One more thing I will say: if you guys ever create a partnership, it's keynote. Bacon, I'm not coming for you when I come for this comment, but always know the strengths and weaknesses. Sometimes you might have to do more. There's days Bacon has to do more for me. There's days I have to do more for Bacon, but always keep the big goal in mind of what you want to accomplish and what you want to achieve. So many people get far. Oh, I had to do all this. I had to do more than this, and he's not keeping up his end of the bargain. Sometimes you have to sacrifice for the greater good of what you guys are accomplishing, what you guys are doing. So anybody that's watching that wants to create something and want to have a partner, it ain't gonna be great days all the time. But remember your end goal. And sometimes you might put in more effort, and sometimes the other one might put more effort. That's literally me and Bacon. We literally flip flop. So I just say that tonight to tell people, just keep on striving, keep on going, and keep the main thing.
We'll end on that note, man. Make sure you stay locked to Najeh Wilkin and Bacon Network, man, because I'm telling you, you don't want to miss it. You don't want to be the last one. Oh, man, just see what man. We talk about it right now, man. You late. Don't want to be late. So hit that bell, turn on your notifications, and stay tuned for the upcoming episode of Just Citizen News Podcast.